Hello, and welcome to Last Light, the show where I am your benevolent dungeon master Puck, and I am joined today by these intrepid explorers looking for the Northeast Passage, which I will now introduce in no particular order. Starting with, he's here to ask you a few questions. Trayford Grock is here today.
What's going on? Hi.
Also, please continue.
I don't know. You seemed like you were waiting for me to say something.
I don't know. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. It's like,
no, you hang up.
we're finding the flow. Also,
4 episodes in, we're finding the flow.
That's how it is. That's how it be sometimes. Also joining us today, smacking fools in back alleys and negotiating trade deals, Dulcinea, joining us today. Also joining us, examining bizarre drawings and just being perfectly calm about everything, we have Dear Shay joining us. And not taking any flack from any sentient weapons, we have V joining us today as well. And wondering which one's going to die first, we have Merrick joining us as well today.
Oh, I ain't wondering who's going to die first. I'm taking bets, okay? So if you would like to join this, just dial in 1-800 Merrick was right, okay? And then just dial in your selection in the punch pad.
We need like one of those polls for the audience.
One of the prediction polls.
Text mortality to.
But you know what? All things said and done, I've seen Deep Blue Sea. I know who dies first. Okay, it's the guy who thinks everyone's gonna die first. So goddamn it.
I was just gonna say it's probably gonna be Merrick. So, folks, you might be wondering while we go on this adventure. Oh man, these heroes, they look like they could use some help and assistance. How can I help them? What can I do? Well, I can tell you we've got your back. You can assist these people with money, and you can tip them and give them rerolls for $5 a pop. And also, those little coins mean. That's what those little coins mean. And also, if they get 5 coins, they can turn those 5 coins in for a cutscene. A little flashback is what we call it. And that is when our heroes are in a desperate situation and they really need to succeed. They can flash back to a moment that gives them the knowledge and the power and the will to succeed. And then, boom, they succeed. It is just like that. You see, spend the 5 coins, flashback, success. I'm doing like I'm doing like an Ian, like a Dr. Malcolm impression here. Anyways, you can access that, and also you would be contributing to the Chaos Fund. Out in the world today, there are many places and worlds and realms that don't have enough chaos, that aren't experiencing the chaos that we are advantaged here with on a daily basis. And you can help them by donating here through tips to these people and filling our chaos cup, which we will then spill over into worlds that need it. And I will be responsible for this spilling, and you will help me by filling it. And, once that meter is full at the bottom there, down low, it's not in this, wait, it's over here. Wait, now. Okay. No, wait, over here. There we go. I got it. I'm getting it. It's over here. And you can see it as it fills up. I will initiate an event of some kind, and something will happen. Maybe good, maybe bad. But that's mostly up to me. But something big will happen when you fill it up. So you should just do it. See what happens. Just do it. Anyways, let's get into it, folks. When last we left our heroes, our intrepid team has been tasked with exploring the treasured expanse, this new verdant continent discovered by the 4 great empires of this world. They have been tasked with exploring the unexplored sections and finding the northeastern coast of this land. They have set out on their journey and met some eccentric town leaders and area leaders, and have secured safe passage on riverboats through the use of the Cartwright-Grames Riverboat Company. They met with Cartwright-Grames in Haven's Gate and found some unusual things on his grounds, some mistreated workers, some unusual staff, and Cartwright-Grames himself seemed quite interested in assisting the expedition for his own gains, looking to acquire new river passages in the Northeast with whoever wins this little contest. And so our teams settled up a deal and acquired a riverboat, taking them up to the mining town of Guardian Falls. And that is where we join them today. So this large barge-like ship that transports you upriver comes around the bend, and the first thing you hear is the rush of falling water as the waves of Guardian Falls just come down, rippling into the river. And you see this town built up on the southern shore of the falls, all along the shoreline. It's almost as though somebody has stacked a series of shacks and shanties on top of each other with various stairs and ladders connecting all of them. The place looks like an unfinished section of a Tetris game. Very blocky, but it just stacks up on top of each other. It's very stair-like. And there are all these ropes and suspension bridges moving across to the cliffside on the other side around this massive Guardian Falls. There are also small log rafts that move back and forth between the southern shore and the northern shore, connecting them. And as you approach, you notice a couple things. Number one of these rafts has come to the very edge of this waterfall. And there are people steadying it with ropes. And as they steady it with ropes, somebody stands at the center of the raft and moves their hands in such a way that the waves separate. And the waterfall opens up to reveal a giant cave entrance. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Oh. It's me. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, once you guys arrive, you guys are pulled into a kind of raft section where you guys can disembark and unload. I'm just going to switch from here. Just switch down. All right. And the other thing that you guys notice is that they seem to be suspending some kind of series of platforms across the upper levels of this place. They're suspending ropes and wooden platforms from the city side into the cliff face. And of course you notice the series of posters about for the River Arena Championship tonight, as you guys disembark from your raft and set out into this ramshackle town. There's no one to greet you this time, though. Whereas at previous excursions, there's always been some official or some individual meeting you at the docks. There's nobody here this time, and in fact, most people seem to not really care that you're here, for the most part.
You see Dulcinea, like, physically breathe a sigh of relief that there's no one here.
Everyone's just kind of going about their business. The raft disembarks a bunch of goods, and some people get off. The captain comes to you all and says, "We'll depart again in the morning. You're free to stay here for the night. We've got to take on new goods and people looking to go further to the east."
Thank you. Anything interesting of note? What's this championship about?
Oh, They run a fighting arena here. It's kind of a neat thing. They suspend platforms above the river. Anybody who falls off into the water loses.
Those platforms are for fighting on?
Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of a unique thing.
Yeah.
Do we have the dimensions of these platforms?
Sometimes they're about 15 by 15, maybe a little bit less than that. And then there's a big platform in the center. But some people like to jump around on the smaller platforms around the edges.
That doesn't seem wise or safe at all, actually.
Oh, it's incredibly dangerous, but very fun to watch.
Interesting.
There's big money on it, too. There's a cash prize. They give out a gem bucket from the mines.
I'm sorry, a gem bucket?
Yeah, gem bucket.
Like, how big of a bucket? Just like a bucket?
Like bucket size.
But how old is this mine?
Oh, it's pretty new. A fella established the town around it. Found out that if you mine behind the waterfall, you're technically always on the other side of moving water. Now, most of the rarest deposits in this land tend to be up in the north on the other side of the rivers. They only operate part of the year. But the Guardian Falls mine can operate year-round.
I'm a little more intrigued about this other side of the mine, actually.
Oh, the town?
No, you said that there were more interesting things to be found on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Just the town, that's all? There's no other discoveries?
The town's to the south, but in the mine, there's definitely a lot of interesting stuff. Most of the interesting mines are all on the north side of flowing water in the treasured expanse around here.
I see.
So, wait, hold on. Explain this waterfall. The waterfall counts as being on the other side of flowing water? Or whatever.
Well, it's like they can't get in from the walls of the cave, I think. Whatever makes people disappear, you're sheltered from the weather. Because you're in the cave. And if whatever it is can't get in through the waterfall, because the waterfall's flowing over the cave.
Interesting. So it is actually just moving. The moving water itself is what stops the weather.
I'm not a scientist.
No, please, no. I'll just take the wagon down myself. That's fine. You all talk to the random stranger. It's not like I'm half your frickin' size.
Great, thank you so much, Merrick.
We really appreciate your help.
Merrick's there. He's like kind of still a bit soaking from like the river barge, like the splashes of the waves and stuff. Next to Merrick, is Meat, who's also not helping, just like kind of playing almost. Where he's like moving further down the ramp and wagging his like big stinger, and then moving down the ramp, and he's like, "You're no help either." And he breathes smoke in Merrick's face as he's like,
quick shout out. Thank you, Rusty. Everybody has 1 chaos coin.
Oh,
Ooh.
Thank you, Rusty.
boom.
To this guy, person.
Oh, name's Sid.
Sid. Nice. Have people tried to create structures, like solid stone structures that would keep out the north wind?
Oh, yeah. There's a couple people. I'd have to say that every year about 5 or 6 wizards disappear.
Interesting.
Any come back?
No, never had one come back before. But hey, if they're figuring it out, they might be keeping it to themselves.
True.
I remember there was one time a group was trying to use that magical door spell.
The Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah, well, no, not that one. The one where you make like a magical door and another one shows up in another space, and you move through it and you go between the 2 spaces.
Oh, I believe a dimension. Dimension.
Yeah, that's probably it. All the guys disappeared, even the ones on the other side of the door.
What?
I mean, that is how the spell is supposed to work.
You usually end up going to another realm or elsewhere,
Well,
far away.
there wasn't anybody to find out if they came out on the other side. But if they did, they didn't come back.
What if you just created an artificial waterfall around your home?
I suppose that could work. You'd have to finish it before winter comes.
You could spread it out over a few years. I mean, the structures stay intact after the
Yeah.
winter, yes?
Well, for the most part. Sometimes there's wear and tear.
Right. You just cover it with a tarp for a few months.
Yeah,
Come back, work on it in the spring.
that's not a bad idea. But, it's dangerous land out there. Nobody to watch over you. Of course, protection's not super great out here on this side either.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, I'll be ready to depart in the morning. Don't worry, I'll wait for you. I have strict orders from Mr. Cartwright.
Thanks.
All right.
Try to not keep you waiting too long.
Of course. Don't worry about me. I'm good as long as I got my ship.
Yeah, guys, look, there's a few different ways. Is there any way to create an ongoing, create water spell, like a permanent create water spell, like a create an infinite trickle?
Like
down
a
your
decanter of endless water. Those exist.
Could you make, a trough with the same enchantment? And just have it just dumping water forever? Or even just, two-dimension door, a dimensional portal, some sort of portal, right? That's open. You got one up here and up there, and you pour water in, and it's just gonna keep falling forever.
I mean, I think it's possible. I don't really know how conservation of energy works
I
when you're
believe that would
crossing
take a lot
physics
of
and
magic.
magic. Yeah.
And it's a high risk for experimentation. If you fail, you're dead. And you don't even get to start back at level 1. You have to hope somebody else picks up your research and also wants to risk their life for it.
You just pay someone to do it. You just set it up and pay them to stay out there. People do anything for money.
Especially
You can
out
also-
here.
Yeah, set up some sort of indicator inside the building that will let you know if the building has been entered by any sort of thing. Or just drop a scrying object in there or something so you can keep an eye on it from a distance to test it out for a winter. I'm just saying, guys, if we're looking for opportunities to bring back home, this might be something.
Yeah. I think it's definitely worth researching.
Yeah. Finding the other side is one thing. Figuring out a way to be able to stay there through the winter, that's a whole other thing.
A gentleman in dirty coveralls comes scrambling around a corner and running up to you guys. Oh, jeez. Fuck. And once he arrives, you can see that he has kind of stony gray-blue skin. He appears to be an earth genasi of some type. Just gonna need a minute. Oh, I'm glad I caught you. All right. Name's Cletus, Cletus Brosman of Brosman Mining Company.
All right.
Pleasure to meet you all. Welcome to Guardian Falls.
Is this someone we're supposed to know?
I don't know. Thank you very much for the warm welcome, Thetis.
Okay.
What was your full name? I'm so sorry.
Cletus Brosman
Roseman.
of the Brosman Mining Company.
I see.
Yeah.
Do we know
So-
anything about the Brosnan Mining Company? The
Yes.
allegiances or anything?
I was just about to ask the same.
Well, as you kind of take a look around, there are Brosman Mining Company signs all over this place. It looks like that is the main one that operates this town.
Do we know of their affiliations? Are they affiliated with any of the empires?
It is a Caligarn corporation, as so many. Most, if you go to a town and it's a Saskatoon one, it's Royal Saskatoon Trading Company, just big box, all of them. Caligarn's the only one that have these offshoots. And was that
It's all
good?
about encouraging free market trade.
Absolutely.
Oh, I will ask. I remember this was a couple sessions ago when she was having a conversation, I believe, with the betrayer. There was a mention of a mining company. Is this the same mining company?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, copy.
Was that good? Was that like official? That
Yeah, dude. I was very impressed.
It was great. It was worthy of the Saskatoon court. Beautiful.
really? I'm not very good at this end of things. I mean, I was just like I was a worker until like 3 years ago. And then I figured this out. Now look at me. I got a town.
Yeah, everybody starts somewhere.
This is like your town?
Yeah, this is my company.
This is your company. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, all right. You're gonna hire somebody to... I mean, I feel like you have better things to do with your time than meet us here. You could have somebody come grab us and...
I don't know. I got people busy in the mine. One of them... doesn't the governor greet his guests when people show up in town? Is that...
he sends a
is
weird
that not
guy.
what Oh. I
Well-
don't have a weird guy.
Kind of the same thing. You know...
Depends on the governor.
We're in
Hang
town
on.
for the night.
He pulls out like a notepad and he's like, hire a weird guy.
Yeah,
The important thing to do is that however you want to conduct yourself with confidence.
Oh, hey, you're V, right?
Yes,
Oh, you work with the big guy.
I do.
Oh, wow. Hey, you're not here about the loans, right?
Not at present.
Okay. All right, good. All right, everybody, we're good. Okay.
Shay takes out the notebook and then watches as V says that, and then like writes down, might be loan shark.
So, you guys gonna stay for the arena fight?
I think we're here till the morning. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to miss it. See, people are getting kind of bored out here. You know how it is, work, and then you go stay in your hovel. I was like, what if we had games?
So
And-
this fighting is your form of entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Some of the farmers come down from the hills. We pay out a bucket of gems to the winner. Real good stuff.
Okay, a bucket of gems. That's a really weird way to set up a prize. Are these like uncut gems? Like you just chip some shit off in the mine and...
Yeah, we find
I'm
a lot
very
of good
curious.
stuff.
I'm curious about these mines and the gems especially.
Oh,
Are we able to get a tour?
absolutely. I'd love to take you on a tour.
Excuse me, where are my manners? Lady Dulcinea, you are the leader of this group, therefore you should be the one to say whether or not it is all right for us to go on this tour.
Oh, we're here for the night. As long as you're at the docks, ready for the boat in the morning, do whatever you want. Like, we're not moving right now. I don't need to lead you around overnight. You can spend your time however you want
Fantastic.
right now.
I definitely prefer that over brute fighting fisticuffs.
All right, but you guys all gotta get a jug of Mutter's mead. Good stuff. It's what all the miners drink out here. It's a local delicacy. You gotta try it.
Deal.
All right. Let's go on a mine trip. This isn't so hard. My first delegation.
Excitable.
So what exactly is in this mead? I'm not a mead drinker.
Oh, well, first of all, if you're not a mead drinker, you may want to sit down for the first sip.
Oh,
It might hit you pretty hard. We kind of like to party out here.
oh, okay. Mining, fighting, and lots of mead.
Yeah. The hell of a town.
I don't know. Back, kind of amongst the like palace circles, miners usually aren't allowed to drink. At least not, while they're on duty.
We haven't had a collapse since I opened up operations. The rock is surprisingly sturdy behind that waterfall. I figure it's kind of like that's why the waterfall was created where it was. The stone's very dense on the other side.
All right.
Yeah. We try to sculpt it with magic as best as we can, but ruined a few picks the first few weeks.
I imagine none of us know anything about stonework and are just, and so we're all like,
Just like,
yeah, that
yes.
makes sense. Yeah.
Technically have tools for that, but we would have to be closer.
I'm proficient in Smith's tools, so I
Yes.
might actually know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yes, that's why I'm so curious if we can hit the store so we can take a look.
Is it
Hey,
just like
you guys...
extra hard rock? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's very dense, very
Like-
tough stone.
Granite or
I think so. It's like a really dense stone.
I would like to take a look.
I don't know much about, like, the names of rock. I'm not a geologist, but I know how they feel. Rock is, part of my heritage.
Oh, it's very interesting. I am around lots of gravel and rock and things of that nature, usually on my different sites that I work on. So that's why I find this very interesting. I would like to take a closer look for sure.
Oh, of course. Come on, I'll get us a raft across the river.
All right.
All right, come on. And he leads you over to it looks very rickety. It's just like a bunch of logs strapped together. And he gets on with another group of people with like various picks and shovels and things. And come on, don't worry, it's very safe. This is Wallace. Wallace is a Triton. He points to a blue-skinned gentleman who has just patches of scaly flesh on him and long kind of green hair, and kind of waves to you guys. This is Wallace. Wallace is a Triton. He is our gate opener. So I needed people that were familiar with water to part the waterfall and let us into our mine. If you try to go yourself, that's a quick way to drown.
right.
We definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, there's-
Merrick's going to take off his hat and sort of wring out some more water, and he goes, "You know what? If it's all the same with you guys, I'm going to keep my feet dry for now. I'll just put the wagon away and get our stuff sorted for a night rest while you guys go look at some rocks."
Hey, you gonna sign up for the fight tonight?
What? No, that'd be reckless and silly. And how much do the new travelers work in the gambling rings? What are the odds?
Oh, well, I mean, most people are betting on Ryland Whisperhand.
Ryland Whisperhand.
That elf has got some moves, and he's very nimble on the platforms. But I wouldn't discount Deep Tusk today either. I think that his slick moves, I mean, it's going to be wrapped blades. We don't want any bloodshed here. But still, I think that shadowy moves might work it out.
Marek taps his nose and then says, "Yeah, you guys have fun. We'll catch up later."
Are they?
What's that?
These aren't familiar names, are they?
I mean, to Trafer.
This way.
So
Yeah, are they familiar to Trafer? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, these guys have been on the circuit.
so Ryland Whisperhand, and what was the other one?
Deep Tusk.
Deep Tusk. Okay. All right. Kill.
No. No,
Done.
Nothing to say. Nope, not reacting. No reaction.
All right, that's not saying anything
Not
about it. All right, perfect. I refuse. All right,
I will say Trafer is trying not to react.
all right,
Hearing these names.
this very well. Trafer is attempting to stay stone-faced in the face of all this. He does also say, although I will say we do have a newcomer in Thurl Breakstone. He just come in from the mainland. Really excited to see what he can do. And this is another very familiar name. Comes across the board.
You got fighters coming over here from the mainland.
Oh, yeah. As soon as people heard I opened up the arena, people started coming in and making a name for themselves in this new place. It's great. I love it when we got headliners.
Yeah, a prize like that. sure a lot of people
But,
show up for it.
Trafer, would you like, after we check out this interesting mine, if we then attend the Battle of Fisticuffs?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to watch. I've seen a fight or two in my day. It's good, clean fun.
I've
Ah.
never witnessed one firsthand.
Oh.
I've only heard and read about them.
Yeah, well, should be a treat.
You guys should all join. It'd be a huge. The town would love it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no. That is not my area of expertise, but I will support from far away, sidelines.
Oh, you
yes.
join like enter.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant just watch. You mean fight?
Yeah, if you want.
I like look at
Fun.
Trafer and kind of look at the rest. And I know the Trafer's strong, but I also know the fighting isn't his like only thing.
She's just shaking her head. She's just like,
V, there is a pull in your mind that says you should join.
Don't fight for money. That's desperate.
Oh, but it won't be much of a fight.
We. I'm just gonna roll my eyes at Frederick.
wait, did Shay see this?
Maybe. I mean, I honestly, yeah. You've been tasked, and I feel like a
Been tasked
responsibility.
with watching V for
just
free.
writing down. She continues to talk to this Frederick.
Yeah, I don't know if prize fighting is a great idea right before we head out on an extended expedition.
Yeah, we can't afford any, twisted ankles, pulled muscles.
Up to you guys. I just thought it'd be fun. Anyways, let's go check out the mine. And he leads you guys to the entrance, and the flowing water parts and just kind of holds as this archway. And you can see the dark cave lit with sparse torches along the sides as you guys are free to walk in. And as the light from the outside enters in, you can see sections of the cave walls glittering.
What exactly, what all do you pull out of these mines?
All kinds of stuff. That's kind of the best part about it. We've got magical gems, rubies, sapphires, couple diamonds. It's incredible.
Magical.
Just all among each other, just kind of spread around.
Yeah,
in
just kind of
levels.
spread around. Some of them even look like they've been cut.
I was
I'm
gonna
going
say,
to.
Shay, is it normal for all this stuff to kind of grow in the same places?
It is rather rare. I've heard of certain gemstones that are similar being next to each other, but not all of these in the same spot. Can Shay take a look at her notes on and various things to try to see if this is maybe she is not recalling a specific area that might have
Certainly.
that?
Give me a history check, please.
Yeah.
And can I detect magic?
Absolutely, you may.
So that is only a 12.
Okay. So with a 12, this doesn't hold up to normal geology. However, you do know from your parents that sometimes in terms of resource availability, things are weird in the Treasured Expanse. As far as the groupings and the way things are together, this kind of thing has happened before. As you detect magic, V, you can see like dull glowing in various sections deep in the earth throughout this cave. Just this presence of this faint magical energy.
But like not a particular school or anything.
Not a particular school or anything. It's so distant, it's hard to get a glimpse of. It's like looking at a blurry photograph. It's difficult to suss out what it is exactly, but you can tell that it's there.
Whole place feels faintly magical.
Yeah, there is a bit of magic in here. Like I said, we find the occasional magical stone. Come on, I'll show you guys the operation.
How sure are you that this is a natural deposit to be mined and not an archaeological dig site to be excavated carefully?
Yes.
I imagine it's a little bit of both, but we give things over to the Reliquary Society as they come and get them. But there's a theory that this whole place used to be a vault. Like those vaults they find out in the wild sometimes. But it collapsed in on itself. Now it's just a whole bunch of resources sitting here.
It really feels like you should have someone a little more careful and aware of the potential historical significance of this involved.
There's a guy who comes to visit every now and
Trafer,
then.
we have been on the same exact wavelength recently. It's very impressive, the way that your mind works. I like where this is headed. Yes, I totally agree. And this is something that needs to be properly handled, especially if there's magical stones. Have you found pieces of a particular, almost like a steel type?
Expanse steel. That's
Yes.
what you're looking
I wasn't sure if you were familiar with it.
It's our best kept secret out here.
And
I've
now,
found-
how large of
Well-
these chunks that you've found?
All pretty small, but I've sent a couple crates of expanse steel scrap back to the mainland in my excavations here. Huge money in it. See the town? Most of that's expanse steel.
Oh, it is.
Not made of expanse steel, but paid for by expanse steel.
Okay. Because I was going to say, the properties, we're still learning much about them, and they are magical in nature, so that would be a quite a risk, to say
Yeah.
the least.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't put that stuff in this ramshackle town, but we send a lot of it back to the mainland. It goes up and down the rivers. But, we pull a bit of it. Usually scraps and shards, nothing really recognizable. But if we get anything particularly interesting, it goes in that crate over there, and he just kind of points to, like, a dirty old crate, like, up against a wall next to a box of rocks. And then there's a guy that comes over from the Reliquary to pick that up every couple weeks.
Going over to look at the weird crate.
Shouldn't it be more organized instead of just bunched together and put in a not so stable looking crate?
Look, I'm in business here. I mean, if I can't sell it, I put it in the box.
Shay's going to follow Trafer as
We're
well.
both just like,
Excuse
You'll
me?
you'll see where Pointer comes out holding her archaeologist tools and her mason's kit. Because she's ready to go. She's ready to go to town for the without even saying a word to this person who's talking to her.
Are you guys with archaeology and reliquary?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not properly introduce myself. I am Shaneth Valaris. I'm sure you've heard of our family name.
Right. You're the ones that figured out the expanse deal, right?
That is correct. My mother did.
I owe your mom big time. She made me rich.
Yes, sir.
If she hadn't discovered this expanse deal, half of it would be in that box over there.
Yes, sir.
Traver just pulls
That
up
is
his sleeve and shows the reliquary tattoo on his wrist.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, hey, you guys saved me some trouble. I don't have to get the guy to come by this week if you take that box off my hands.
Oh, we can just take it.
Yeah, well, you guys are from the reliquary. Goes to the same place, right?
Yeah, I'll get there eventually.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. I'll
I'm
leave it with
actually
you
with
guys.
the
That makes-
Royal Saskatoon Trading Company, but
Alrighty, so it's totally legit. Yeah, we'll take care of this. No problem. What's in the box?
Yeah, I don't...
yes, I know. I'm like, wait, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Yeah, it's like you just see, it's kind of like just that honing where it's just like Trafer and Shay, just like.
I just picture this entire conversation has been Trafer and Shay inching towards the box.
Yeah, it's just like.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, was it in here? A bunch of like clumps of rock and dirt are in the box, but you can see embedded in them. You grab one piece and pull out, and you can see what appears to be the side of a broken ring kind of poking out of it. You go into another one, there appears to be a collection of beads cut together in a piece. An unusual piece of like a forged steel shard. Not expanse steel, but just like a metal piece. Looked like it was part of a larger construct of some kind. And those are just the initial ones that you kind of pull out.
Do you keep any sort of map or chart of where these things were found in the mine?
Oh, for sure. Do you want to see it?
Yes, very much so. Yes.
All right, here, I'll hand it over. And he gives you guys a map and details some of the deeper chambers. And then there's a kind of nexus, a middle chamber that branches out in 4 directions that shows different sections. And a lot of it's been found around that middle chamber, with some in the northeastern sections as well.
Okay.
This is the kind of, I think that the excavating stuff is a little more that's kind of your that's sort of stuff,
That is
right?
exactly
Yeah,
what
you do
I am
that.
here for. Yes. This is made my
archiving
entire day. I am
side,
very
yeah.
excited to see what there is as we continue looking through this crate.
All right, well, I'll leave you guys to it. I'm sorry, Dulcinea V, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys want to see the rest of the operation while these two paw over my extra box?
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to.
All right, let me show you around. This official operation tour of the Brosman mine. And he tries to look all official and kind of puff up his chest.
I'll be sure to give a full report to the Empress herself. I'm sure she'll be very interested in what you're doing here. And that's genuine. I do intend to send the Empress a full report. And I'm also mentally making note to include Trafer and Shay in this report and note their actions to everything I send back to the continent.
This is all going in the report.
Correct.
And he kind of leads you guys deeper into the mine and kind of shows you around and be like, oh, this is a tunnel over here. We got a lot of riches out of here. We got good ore and metal shards in this direction. A lot of beautiful gems down here. And yeah, this is the Brosman mine. Yes, thank you. Do you guys have any questions for me? Or?
How long did it take you to do all this?
Well, I mean, it was a bit of work. I was nobody when I come out here. But I saw that big waterfall and I thought to myself, there's got to be something on the other side of it. So one spring I took a raft out and a little bit skilled at cliff climbing. I stuck myself to the cliff and kind of shimmied into the side. There was a small alcove there. That was where I noticed the first deposits. After that, pulled in a couple buckets of gems. People started to take notice. Made sure I established a company real quick about it. And, well, from there, things just kind of blew up. Everybody's coming out here looking to make their fortune. Me, I'm just glad I haven't been bought out.
Or
I mean-
attacked. Doesn't this surely attract thieves or assassins?
A little bit, but also that's part of why I do the arena. If I
Yeah,
keep doing the
that's
arena
smart.
fights, I've always got skilled fighters in town.
It's clever. It's very clever.
Have you noticed any patterns with the deposits?
It kind of varies. There's almost no pattern to it. But I will say, the stone here, very old. Very settled. And it's hurt. like, you can get a feeling for stone and earth. It has memory, longer than most of us. And this stone was hurt. It has trauma and baggage. I don't know what exactly it is. But when the land is broken, it does leave a scar. That's just the feeling I get from the stone. He kind of pads the wall.
Does the stone seem to mind when you mine it?
No, this is the natural order of things. We extract wealth from stone back home, too.
Well, your instincts
long
have
as
been
you-
good so far. I'd say follow those instincts. They've served you well.
Yeah, there's a respectful way to do it. We don't do blasting or anything out here, and when we can, we try to shape the stone magically.
Interesting.
Would you be, after... We're kind of in the middle of something, but after this is done, would you be willing to let Shay and a team come do a proper excavation?
Ah, sure, as long as, I got a lot of people that depend on me for the wealth we pull out of this place.
I'm sure the Empress would be very happy with you and willing to do more business if you showed favor to one of her favorites. 2 of her favorites, if you include me.
If I can work it around my crews, I'll make it happen. But my miners helped me build this town. I have an obligation to them to keep them working.
Well, the wonderful thing about excavations is they always need workers. They
That's
could
true.
probably pick up extra coin by being field hands.
Well, I'd appreciate that if you could get them something to do while it's happening. I just don't want to shut my boys and girls out of their mind.
I promise you they won't. They will just have a very intelligent guiding hand to help them.
All right. Hey, could you guys give me some pointers on this? I'm not like a government guy. Heck, I wasn't even a corporate guy. I was a worker. I was the lowest caste back home. This is all really new to me.
Well, what do you need to know? What are you struggling with?
Well, how am I doing so far? I've never been a mayor or a governor or anything like that. Heck, I never even been a company owner.
Well, I think one thing you could work on is not advertising that to people. People will generally assume you know what you're doing unless you
shit.
tell them otherwise.
Okay.
So if you give that spiel to people who aren't us, that's not going to be good for your company. And you mentioned you didn't want to sell.
No, I
So-
don't. Look, I'm not under no delusions. If we were back in the mainland, somebody would have hit me with an aggressive buyout by now. Things are a little bit less competitive out here, and I'm thankful for it.
For now.
Clearly do know what you're doing in at least some regards. This is genuinely very impressive. That
Oh,
you've
the
managed
mining
to-
part of it's easy for me. It's the other stuff I can't do.
Well, you're as confident in your mining then. Dig from there.
All right. Well, thanks for the advice. I appreciate it. I feel a little bit better about my path forward at this point.
Also, I mean, at the moment, you're not dealing directly with empresses and courtiers. There's no need to be stuffy. Just talk to them like they're normal people, because you're dealing with normal people.
All right. It's not what I was taught, but I suppose the landscape's changed a bit out here.
That it has. Hopefully for the better. But you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I like it. Well, thanks for doing the tour and talking with me. Show you guys the way out and see if your friends are done looking at the box. You can take it with you. I can have some boys take it out on the raft.
Great.
So while they're exploring the mine, Shay and Trafer, what are you guys doing with the stuff in this box?
Oh, Shay has a whole system. So basically, she has Pointer giving her these certain items. So she has like a cloth that she lays down. She takes her brushes to try to like clean off these different bits and pieces to try to like figure out exactly what they're looking at. She also too activates her detect magic in order to try to figure out if some of these are magical in property and trying to sort them on the like it's like in their own like sections, if that makes sense.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I
Schaefer
mean,
doing?
it's Schaefer sees Shay breaking into it like this. I don't want to interfere with your system here, and I feel like I should actually post a letter. Hold on, is there somebody that can like take us back to the falls? Or do we gotta wait till I go back through the other?
The boat comes through at like regular intervals, but hasn't shown back up yet.
I should make sure the home office knows about this, because this isn't something I was told to heads up on, so I'm not sure if whoever's coming from the Reliquary Society is, returning stuff.
I agree. Especially, I'm quite curious as to there was mention of Expanse steel being shipped to the mainland, but I don't know if we received those reports as well. Especially if there's multiple pieces that could technically be molded together,
They might be
especially by magic.
Yeah, if they're sending it to Calgar, I'll be happy.
That could pose a big problem for Saskatoon, for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna send a letter.
All right, I'm going to try to finish this. I may not be able to finish all of it, but I'm just curious about these pieces. Sorry. And then she goes right, she just like zones in back into what she was doing.
Of any of this at the moment, at least not until you get it more cleaned up. So I'll leave you to it. Yeah, Trafer's gonna head over to the town.
All right.
At the next opportunity.
I will say also there will be a point where Shay also too, in that little area where she probably also too has now at this point where Pointer is like doing some of the cleaning so she could take a look at the wall, because she wants to try to also to use a separate, like her separate tools to try to figure out how old this rock, this structure actually is. So that's a separate thing.
All right. So while you're going over it, it's all very old, like thousands of years old, is what you're able to determine by it. You also find, in going through these chunks of earth in this box, you find an incomplete necklace. There are several beads missing, and the chain is missing. And there appears to be a battered, broken half of some kind of animal skull carving that make up this necklace.
Does the animal skull, does that ring a bell or like kind of click?
It looks like a lizard skull. It has a lot of horns and fangs to it, the parts that you can see, but it's like the left side has been broken off of it.
Okay.
You also find a what appears to be a ring made of bone.
Interesting.
With some unusual carvings and a face across the top of it.
And I'm just curious because I remember that there was a dagger or some one of the weapons that had skulls.
It had depictions. It carved into the expanse steel of the dagger, but it wasn't.
Oh wait, but I didn't see this right because Dulcinea had that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did
And
not.
I
see
have
that.
not
Never
told
mind.
you guys that I.
Yeah, no. So that's why I was like, wait, hold on. That's time out. I had to try to remember which one of the weapons had the detailing. We're gonna rewind and act like I didn't know that. So there we go.
You find a very large piece of carved stone, and the stone has the visual texture of expanse steel, but it's not expanse steel. You can tell just by looking at it. And as you take a closer look at it, it appears to be the stem and base of a very large goblet. You almost mistook it for like a brazier or a candelabra of some sort when you took a look at it. Whoever utilized it had very big hands.
Of a large goblet. Okay. And then for these items so far, especially that necklace, and the necklace and the ring, did I get any type of magical properties when I was looking at it?
A little bit. a small aura of enchantment magic, but it's incomplete. Like the object is broken, and if it were somehow be put back together, you might get a clearer image of what it does.
And that's the necklace, not the ring.
That just the necklace, not the ring.
Okay.
And I will say that the last thing that you find are 12 metal pieces, forged metal pieces. They appear to be some kind of steel. They look like finger joints.
Okay. Now, is it looking like something that you would put use as maybe I'm thinking of a weapon you would put over your fingers?
Like somebody forged a finger joint out of metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of those I'm sure
like those
the ladies
the
rings
like
that
claws,
are the claw rings. Yeah. Okay.
I have a friend that used to open cans with one of those.
Okay, interesting.
And Shay, you eventually, Cletus Brosman and Dulcinea and V approach you as you're finishing preparing your goods.
I'll say to Shay in Elvish, because I'm pretty sure we're the only ones who speak Elvish. Hey, brokered you a proper excavation deal with Bozeman.
That's excellent.
Hire his workers, pay them a fair wage, call it a collaboration, flatter him a little bit. Should be fine.
Fantastic. I will make sure to write back home and let them know about this, because this area is thousands of years old, and I believe that there's definitely evidence of culture of previous. Well, obviously there was previous life here, but civilization, I don't know. We would need proper time to go through everything. But already what I'm seeing from the things that I've collected, some of them even have a little bit of magic property to it. So I believe that definitely it deserves to be looked over carefully by experts. I mean, not saying that they don't know what they're doing, but I believe you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Well, hey, win the prize money. Hire your dig team. Have fun.
I will have lots of fun with it, especially trying to get information about a potential civilization that we may not have records on.
Yeah, it would be a breakthrough from this area. It would be a breakthrough that would probably even rival your parents' breakthrough.
That's what I'm hoping. And she kind of has this almost like a sinister look on her face,
Take that, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, a little too anxious.
Yep.
Kind of
this is why we're speaking Elvish.
So, where'd the other guy go?
Oh, I think he wasn't too interested in rocks. He's more of a common folk kind of guy. He was probably going to go get a drink with some of your locals.
All right. Well, I'll take you guys out now if you like. And while that's happening, what does Merrick get up to in town?
Or to fight.
Merrick?
Merrick is moving. I mean, is there any place to actually put my cart?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's there's a couple different places to store goods and carts along the dock area, because a lot of stuff moves in and out here.
I want to kind of look for someone. Like if I was looking for people who look like they may be gearing up to head out into the Expanse, they'd obviously imagine carts with lots of supplies, lots of resources. I kind of want to see if, while I'm putting away our cart and meat and stuff like that, if there are people who look like they're heading out for a bigger expedition.
You see 4 that have large groups of supplies on them. One looks like it is covered with everything a person owns.
Yep. The other 3 just kind of
look like full of supplies.
Okay. None of the carts look familiar at all from Haven's Gate?
None of them look like something you've seen.
Okay. All right. Marek's gonna start smooth talking the stable guy, and as he puts away the cart, he makes his way over and says, the mining town seems rather busy these days. Lots of newcomers.
Hey, if there's gold, people come running. That's what I found.
Yeah, heard about that. You hear the news about the wager that the kingdoms have got going on? Some sort of big race to death or something.
Yeah, everybody's looking to explore the Eastern Passage. Personally, the only thing I think is out there, I think it loops around. I think you're going to come to the other side and find the Scale Lands again, but you're going to be right on the edge. You're going to be right on the edge of the Elder Dragon Kingdoms, and you're going to get your ass roasted. That's what I think's going to happen.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, hell, most of the folk would head out that way. I mean, that'd give a very good reason as to why they don't come back.
Yeah, they're probably dead or like eaten by trolls or something. I wouldn't go. I got money right here.
Yeah,
pay me to look after their stuff. This is the best job I ever had.
Yeah, looks pretty cozy. The mine seems to be doing well, and if a couple of mooks disappear in the woods, what's that to you, right?
Oh, no, we look after each other around here. This isn't like Haven's Gate or Light's Watch or hell, even, those other sad places out there. It's good farming folk out here, and everybody's out here is just looking to make their life. There's money coming in. You do get the odd, let's call them fools. They come in and make a bunch of money in a hard day of mining and spend it all, wind up drunk on the docks the next day. But, those guys learn quick or they head home real quick. But we look after each other out here.
Yeah, that's really good, man. I was actually wondering about these guys that brought those wagons in. They look like they're gonna do well out there.
Looks like settlers to me, man. How well they do? We'll see. I hear there's vampires east of here. I hear they hop on board with the caravans and the settler wagon trains. Wait till night and have a little snack. Take off in the morning. Wouldn't catch me going out there.
Yeah, no, it sounds awful, Don't suppose I could flick you a couple of extra to make sure, hey, if you and your family happen to be, serving up some garlic bread, maybe chuck a couple of rolls on our wagon there just for good measure, you know what I mean?
Oh. I don't know, you any good at dice?
Well, it depends. How good are we talking?
Well, we get bored out here. You wanna play a game for it?
Yeah, all right. I got some time to kill.
All right. Let's play some dice. All right, important question, Merrick. Are you going to cheat?
That depends on what's being wagered. If it's garlic bread, no.
It is garlic bread unless you put something else on the board.
Yeah, no. I'm definitely not going to cheat.
All right, then you guys enjoy a friendly game, and we'll just roll d20s for it and see who wins.
All right.
All right. Oh, shit. That's a nat 20 from Trent, the dockhand.
That's a 5 for me. I got rolled. I got sharp.
Trent rolls you. He's laughing at the end. He's like, man, if you don't play dice, you could have just said that you don't play dice.
Marek turns around and he says, hey, look, I play dice, but, hey, you're way better than I gave you credit for. Look, I thought we were having a friendly game, but, you ever play 3 Bones?
3 Bones? All right, I'll play 3 Bones with you. Show me 3 Bones.
All right. So 3 Bones. You get 5 6-sided dice, okay?
Yep.
You roll all of them at once.
Yep.
Okay? And you pick a number. You keep that number, and then you re-roll whatever's left over, okay?
Okay.
And aim of the game is to get as low as you possibly can without hitting 0. 3s count as 0.
let's play some Three Bones. And
All right.
we're not going to go through the whole thing because we'll be doing this all day. But he plays a couple of rounds of Three Bones with you, and by the time he gets to the end of it, he's like, "All right, you know what? We got a stock for hungry travelers that wash up on shore. It's been a pretty slow season. We're not going to see anybody when winter hits. Maybe I'll toss a couple to your cart, just for hanging out with me and keeping me entertained."
I'll thank him, and not now, but later on in the evening, whenever we go to the tavern or whatever, I'm going to grab hold of an extra flask of whatever the Mutter's mead probably, and just kind of leave it for him, just where we're hanging out.
All right. He raises the glass to you. Trafer, you head out across the river.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go by the docks at all?
Traver is going to kind of go to look for wherever he can send a letter. But kind of as soon as he's it seems like he's got a moment where there's nobody around that can kind of see or hear him. He's going to stop. Grandpa, I know you're bored. We can't, though, all right? If I get hurt, everybody's going to be so pissed. We just have to... This is a big deal. I have to be responsible. No.
Wrapped blades.
That's on the fucking platforms, and everything's hanging by ropes.
You afraid of a little water?
I'm not afraid of it. I just, I can't let these people down. Everybody's gonna be pissed, If I even jump in the ring, they're gonna come after me.
What if there's magic gems in that bucket?
I mean, there's probably magic gems, and I'm sure somebody can make use of them. We got, magic.
Helpful for the expedition.
Probably, but what if I don't win them? Then they're just gonna be real pissed.
Don't win. That's not Trafer Brock.
I didn't bring my mask.
I'm sure you could come up with something.
I do kind of have a bone to pick. I'll think about it. And he's gonna go somewhere and write a letter to send off.
All right.
To the Royal Reliquary Society, care of Archmage of Enchantments. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Everything's been pretty cool so far. We haven't really gotten into the wilderness yet, but we did stop through at this town, and I'll, just the quick rundown, just kind of is this something you're aware of? Just wanted to make sure everyone's in the loop. Folks in travel, they're real cool. They got some interesting stuff to teach, and honestly, really glad I came. Probably last time I'm gonna be able to contact you for a while. So just know everything's all right, and we'll hopefully be back before winter kicks in. Love, Trafer.
Beautiful.
Where's
all right,
where's the sign up happening for this thing?
there is an official sign-up sheet at one of the shacks at the top level of this multi-level shantytown, up where they're constructing the arena.
Does anyone I see anyone I know anywhere around?
Well, your team is still behind the waterfall at the moment, except for Merrick, who you see as rolling some dice with a dockhand.
I'll go over there while he's distracted.
Can I make a perception check to notice him? This big orc running around.
Give it a shot.
Hey now.
22.
Oh snap! You see Trafer headed upstairs.
Does he look? Does he have this like guilty, shamed look on his face?
100%. He's like trying to like.
This is. I'm gonna blame this moment for why I lost at dice because I had to be distracted for a second. And I'll follow, but I'll keep my distance because I mean I kind of want to see what he's up to, but I don't want to kind of like call him out on anything. Like Marek's kind of like, maybe he's working for the other team. Maybe he's one of them. I should administer the test.
All right. So,
is there like a person signing stuff up, or is there just like a clipboard?
There's like a desk, and there's like 3 guys there taking down names and like setting up the brackets and stuff.
Hey, I have a fighter I'd like to add to the mix.
All right. What's your name? We can do stage names too.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just signing him up. He likes to, remain mysterious. Maybe you've heard of TJ the Cleaver?
TJ the Cleaver is here?
He's in town, yeah.
You represent TJ the Cleaver?
I do.
Oh man, it's gonna be a hell of a fight tonight. TJ the Cleaver has a spot on the list, absolutely.
Fantastic. I'll let him know. I'm sure he'll be excited to face down some old colleagues.
Oh, Thurl is gonna be thrilled.
Yeah, I bet he will. Shit.
All right.
All right.
I look forward to it. Guys, TJ the Cleaver's gonna be at the event!
Unrelated, is there anywhere that sells like cold weather gear, like a balaclava or something like that?
Oh, absolutely. Lots of shops around the edges of town.
Fantastic. I'll go check it out.
All right. And as he goes to do that, and Merrick, you would have overheard the yelling that TJ the Cleaver is going to be at the fight after Draper goes up to the sign-up desk.
Marek will sort of chuckle to himself as obviously, representing TJ the Cleaver. It's like, unless Dulcinea has been hiding something I don't know, right?
It's V.
You never know. Okay?
To me the whole time. I'm gonna have Marek also go up and say, hey, listen, buddy, you still taking in signups?
Oh, sure. You want to sign up?
Yeah. There's I'd like to sign up a friend of mine under an alias, if that's okay.
Oh, sure. What is it?
It's Grok Lobster.
Grok Lobster. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Who's
The
this
Grok Lobster.
The Grok
Because once he
Lobster.
gets you in his pinches, there ain't no breaking through it.
All right. Well, that's a hell of a great gimmick. Be careful. TJ the Cleaver is going to be in this fight. So,
It's gonna be a wild one. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. All right. You're signed up.
All right.
Good luck in the fight.
You mean Grok Lobster's signed up?
All right. Grok Lobster signed up. Of course.
All right.
All right. And while this is happening, you guys are escorted past the waterfall. And as you guys are loading up the raft, and the waterfall is holding up in the divide, somebody shouts, "Move! Danger!" And Cletus looks up and just quickly shoves the raft backwards for you to push you guys away as you're on it, kind of giving it a jolt. As a massive chunk of ice falls down the waterfall and splashes in front of everyone, spraying you all with water. But it was the piece is extremely large and had
Prestidigitation.
yeah.
Yeah, prestidigitation all over
Yeah.
the place.
Do you see where Shay's like, she can't see, so she's like, took off her glasses, trying to like clean it.
I'll get you too.
And the Triton on the raft is like, is everybody all right? Is everybody good?
Is that
Yep.
common?
Not this time of year.
Starting early?
I hope not. You all right in there, boss? And a hand comes out through the waterfall and kind of like pushed down by the waves, but attempts to wave at you guys as he takes you to the southern shore and lets you disembark. And we're going to take a break right there.
All right. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
It's a skeleton.
Hello! Welcome back to Last Life. I like to take this moment at the halfway point of the show to say that I'm a very lucky dungeon master because I get to play with all of these cool people here. And I like them to tell you about the things that they do on the internet. Starting in no particular order, we're going to flip it and reverse it. We're going to start with Merrick and work our way up. Merrick, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, g'day guys. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and I love role playing. I love D&D and Pathfinder and all sorts of TTRPGs, and I play it over on my channel twitch.tv/Dead Aussie Gamer. I'm also a cast member on a bunch of different shows because I think role playing is for everyone, and I love to serve as an ambassador to showcase how people can enjoy and love and really engage with this game. I'm currently obviously here with the Mercs of Mischief, having a great and wonderful time as Merrick, but you can also find me over on Quincy's Tavern as one of the Tavern Guard members, in addition to the Careful Cantrip crew, where I play Basil, a storytelling wizard. That's what I'm telling people. And I also hang out with my awesome stream team of Robert Hartley GM and the Dreaded GM, who will all be at PAX Australia. I'm actually flying out tomorrow to go to Melbourne, and so there'll be a lot of really, really cool stuff there. So if you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, consider giving me a follow, because I don't really do stuff on Instagram, but we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on Instagram while we're at the con. So yeah, if you're interested in PAX Australia and seeing what that's all about, consider following all those things.
Check it out. Thank you. Next up, V. V, what do you got going on? Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm V. I'm also Amelia Som. You should follow me on Twitter at Amelia_Som because I haven't made content anywhere else because I'm too busy being on other people's shows, like this show on Mondays. I'm currently DMing the show Unprepared Casters, which is also on Mondays, but podcasts. I'm also playing in the Podcast Guild Fellows Wednesdays. You can find me on Offbeat Outlaws YouTube channel on Fridays.
Just go to the link tree. I don't remember any of those already.
Just go to my Twitter, and it's the pinned tweet, and there's a cute little graphic.
Oh, that's amazing.
And guys, if you haven't checked out Unprepared Casters, you should really put it on your list of shows to check out. They came out of the gate as a top charting podcast, and it's for a reason. It's a good show. You should check it out.
It's some good.
They're doing good. They're good.
Now I'm fucking around with it.
Yes, they occasionally let people come in and fuck around with it.
Do what you gotta do. We support you. Shay, tell us about yourself.
It's like the find out.
Yeah.
Freak around and you find out. Hi, guys.
It's find out time.
Hi there, I'm Utahime. I play Shayneth Valaris, your resident archaeologist of this squad, which also, too, I would need to shout out because I did not get a chance to do that last session. Dragon Rock RPG Design, who actually created this Ranger subclass, which is pretty awesome. They have actually some really, really awesome subclasses available. So definitely be sure to check out. Oh my gosh, I am forgetting the link. But if you follow them on Twitter, they have all of the information for their different supplements. So definitely check it out. And they also do the really fun Mythical Melee, which is a really cool battle royale style game, often with different subclasses that they use. So definitely check them out. But as far as what I'm up to, I am the community manager for the Initiative Order. And I'm also the community manager over at Cyber Nation Uncensored, and also a producer as well over there now. So I am up to lots of tabletop shenanigans, mainly kind of like what Amelia said on everybody else's channel but my own, but mainly those two communities. So if you ever want to play some games with us, roll some dice, please, I would love to have you guys join us. And just follow me at UTAHIME, Utahime Cosplay, on social media, and Brianna DaCosta on Twitter to see what games I'm up to, because I don't have time to list all of those things and go on and on. I'm starting to shorten all of that down. Just go find me. Do the thing.
What was that class called, or what was the subclass called?
It's the archaeologist.
And what
It's literally called the archaeologist. So it's a ranger subclass. So they have a couple different ones that are available. This particular one was modeled after like anyone who's a fan of like the Mummy, Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones. That's pretty much why they created this subclass. So I'm really honored to be able to get to play it here. Thank you so much, Sean, for allowing me to do so.
Hey, happy to put where like I had some stuff planned. There's gonna be some cool archaeology shit later. But anyways,
I'm already loving what you like. I'm like, there's gibs, there's rocks. Let's go. It literally is Shay's like best. Like this is the best day ever for her.
Oh,
right
Shay
now.
better buckle up. I'm gonna blow her mind in a couple episodes. All right, Dulcinea.
Hi, I'm Arcady. You can find me mostly over my Twitter, which is Arcady Cost. Boom. That was my old Twitter. It's Arcady Koshka. I just flashed back to like a year ago.
Wow.
You can. Now I'm totally thrown. You can find me hanging out on my Twitter usually, but sometimes Instagram and sometimes Facebook and sometimes Tumblr. But always here on Wednesdays and also here on Mondays at the same time, where I play in Puck's campaign. I play in Kai's campaign. Oh my gosh, I'm so thrown off today. Kai's campaign on Wednesdays. It's spooky. It's called All Those Lost. Things started getting real bad last session. It's gonna keep getting real bad. We might die. I might die. I'm incredibly squishy and have done nothing wrong in my entire life there. So come watch me try desperately not to die on Wednesdays. And also this Sunday, I am playing over on my friend D'Angelo's channel. He's doing horror one-shots every weekend this October, and I am playing in a game of Hunter the Reckoning, where I'm going to play a 40-something soccer mom who has 2 kids and bake sales and PTA meetings to worry about, and also now demons. So if you want to come see me play a shotgun-wielding mom, come hang out with me over on D'Angelo's channel on Sunday the 9th, and I'll drop the link.
All right. Thank you so much. Trafer, tell us about yourself. Sorry. TJ Cleaver, tell us about yourself.
I'm Jonathan, he, him, and producer here, pressing these buttons behind the scenes. I'm also in the Wednesday game. I'm less squishy, but I took a lot of damage last turn, or last week. I think I still, after the fight, had more hit points than Arcady's character, though. So, if you want to see me do some sad boy stuff, come over on Wednesdays. My character, I'm trying to not make him too thing, but he's been like designated the sad boy, and then he got beat up real bad last week. So that is what it is.
I mean, that cloak of eyes did not work in your favor.
It was bad timing. The worst possible thing we could fight with a cloak of eyes. But it's fine. Hey, that episode is on our YouTube channel, like all of our episodes. So remember, you can always check out stuff. Do you want to see the show that started it all on this channel here? It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing. It's like
watch all of
350 episodes.
Casual.
It's like One Piece.
It's like one, except it's over. So
It's done.
then again,
So,
who knows? It could always come back.
So I'm just going to put that out right now. Mercs of Mischief show, better than One Piece. Finish.
Oh my gosh!
You can.
We just lost all our viewers. I'm just kidding.
It's a bold claim. It's a bold claim.
I think next, let's hear a little bit about our dungeon master, Puck. Where can people tweet at you with their opinions about the things you've said?
People can tweet at me about the opinions about the things I've said Mercs of Mischief, better than One Piece. No. And people can tweet at me at PuckInDM on Twitter. Come at me. And you can also find me on Wednesdays where I play Gabbro Scoria, who is delightfully over-the-top adventurer in the team. And I'm just playing him. I'm playing my sweet over-the-top adventurer boy. He's really into rocks. And also, hey, if you want to know what's going on with this one D&D stuff, boy, I'm going to tell you. I got a video coming out this week on Puck In Talk, my YouTube channel, and upon working on it, I got inspired for another video after that. So there'll be another one coming up right after that. And you can also see all my past stuff and all the stuff I did to build this world and potentially some new world building stuff. It's going to be smaller the next time. Anyways, that's me. You can watch it and do this stuff. And don't forget to juice up our guys here. Some of them are about to go into a pit fight for the moment. So you want to maybe give them a hand. And that's it. That's what's going on. Thank you so much.
Can you do me a quick favor?
Sure.
Tip your camera down a bit and to the right.
Sure.
You're right if you can, towards your mic side. Yeah. Let's get you centered up.
That's better?
Perfect. Lovely. Thank you.
No problem. I had to put it all back together.
I should have
Power
addressed
went
that
out
much
today.
earlier.
No worries. All right. Thank you so much. Let's get back into it. When last we left our heroes, they were exploring the town of Guardian Falls, a mining town that extracts valuable gems and resources from an extensive network of caves behind a massive waterfall. And the town is gearing up for an event tonight, the River Arena Battle, where fighters will gather together on rope-bound platforms above a flowing river to do battle until their last man is standing receives a bucket of gems from the mine. And most recently, Grok Lobster and TJ the Cleaver, whoever they are, have signed up for this bout. And people are excited about TJ the Cleaver returning to the ring. So after a potentially life-threatening encounter with some falling ice, Dulcinea, Shay, and V arrive on shore to a murmur of crowds being like, TJ the Cleaver is going to be at the fight tonight.
Does this sound familiar at all? Because I'm like commoner from Saskatoon. Does this?
Yeah, there's some of the underground fight rings that go on, and some of the more reputable fight rings. You've heard of TJ the Cleaver. He is a masked fighter of some renown that shows up in these kind of arena battles very frequently on the mainland. But you had no idea that he was in the Treasured Expanse.
That's kind of impressive that he's over here. And stupid. He was doing really well on the mainland.
Who are we referring to?
The Cleaver.
You know, Mr. Cleaver?
He's a fighter, you know? With the chance, give him the chop. Like, come on, how have you not heard of that?
Remember, this would be my first fight, battle, arena type event I've ever attended. That's not really where my hobbies lie, as you probably already know.
Yeah,
It's new.
well, I guess you're gonna find out. Nothing is a better way to learn than, learn seeing firsthand.
So is this person very skilled?
Yeah, they're a real good fighter. Nobody's seen their face, though. They always just have it covered in a mask. Really nice calves, though.
Oh, interesting. Does that help as far as stability, especially being suspended so high up, and especially on those walkways? I mean, I can imagine.
I mean, look, I'm not a fighting expert. I flex my very delicate noodle arms, but yeah, I'd assume more muscles is good. He gives a mean roundhouse kick to the head too.
Oh, wow, that is quite something. You know, I found this very interesting piece of jewelry. I want to try to work on it later. I mean, obviously, the arena is not the place to be working on it. I shall do that when we are more settled. But I don't know where to go to try to piece this together. I don't have the tools that I need, unfortunately. I thought I brought all of my tools, but a jeweler's kit I do not have.
And I like dig through my kit and no, I don't. I hold up my nail files and stuff.
Kit. I could
No.
probably make that for you.
You can make a kit.
It'd take me about an hour or so, but yeah,
Oh,
Pretty
that is
handy.
quite impressive. You didn't mention that you had these capabilities.
oh, well, I guess no one ever asked. I'm pretty good at building, constructing things. That's kind of part of what I did for Mr. Callerby.
I was not aware of that degree of work that you did for them. Again, I learned so much more about you the longer we're on this trip.
That's usually how people work, to be fair.
This is probably the longest amount of time I've spent around any group of people in general, so I'm still learning.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you. You think so?
I think so. Yeah, genuinely.
Oh. And then you see where she takes out a notebook and starts writing. You probably, if you read it, it probably would just be like, received compliment. I don't think that's the work of Frederick.
Speaking of Frederick, come on, it's a platform battle. You can fly, damn it.
They wrap the swords anyway. You wouldn't get blood.
Who said maybe you stabbed too hard and it pierces through?
I think
Accidents happen.
that would make me disqualified.
It's not up to me to figure out the rules. I just drink the blood and give you the life essence.
I don't need the life essence right now. I'm so full of regular essence.
I bet this TJ the Cleaver has delicious life essence that will empower you and make you stronger.
Maybe. You know what wouldn't empower me? News getting back that I fought in some arena match to win a bucket of gems.
Use an alias.
I'm the only fairy in this entire place. It is not that hard.
Then pretend to be a pixie. Why do I have to do all the legwork on this?
Why are you getting mad at me for not going above and beyond to do something I don't want to do?
I'm just so hungry.
Yeah, I know. You don't shut up about it.
And the blade quiets down for the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna start working on making some jewels or jeweler's kit.
I'm gonna finish up my couple of letters then, if we have a little bit of downtime before the
All right.
competition, and I'll post them and send them off to who's my dwarf buddy, Renarius. I'm gonna get them sent to Renarius, and he knows where they go.
Oh, for sure.
She would probably follow Dulcinea to try to write to her parents back at the Royal Trading Company.
Before you guys get out to go write the letters, Cletus does make it across the river after you guys. He's like, everybody alive, everybody good.
Yep, and dry now too, and I sparkle a little bit with prestidigitation.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I would have been in so much trouble if you died. Oh.
Hey, but you didn't, so that's a win. You knew what you were doing. Good job.
Oh.
Be a little more sure of yourself. You got this.
Right. I'll have to get a crew up to put some chains or netting up there. We don't usually see ice this early in the season. All right, well, I got some work to do. You guys are free to run around the town. If you need anything, ask me. For the fights, there's a barge that goes just a little bit below the arena, and there's a rope bridge that sits up top. You can also see from the town's higher levels. You can go where you like.
I think Trafer finds his way back to the group around now. Oh, hey. Is there, do we have accommodations for the evening? I'm honestly thinking I might settle down early tonight.
Not feeling well?
Yeah, just a little, just want to make sure I'm rested. After the last couple days, we're kind of busy.
Shay will say in Orc, were you able to take care of the business that you needed to attend to?
That's
All
he just
right.
goes,
Well, I should probably take these items that you generously provided me, or me and Trafer, also to wherever we are going to be staying for the night.
Oh, sure. I'll put you guys up in my place. I got a couple extra rooms. And he hands you a piece of paper with directions.
Oh,
Thank you.
There's a key under the mat. Go ahead and let yourselves in.
all right. Fantastic. Well, thank you.
All right.
It's been a pleasure meeting you, and I'm sure we'll touch base tomorrow before we head out.
Of course. Promise not to be late this time.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck, everybody. I'll see you guys at the fight tonight. And he takes off and goes about his business.
How shifty is Trafer being? Can I insight check this?
Go for it. I'm not gonna stop.
Nat 20 for 27.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm gonna try to roll for it, but there's no way. Maybe a nat 20 versus a nat 20. Yeah, that's a 5.
What is it with this 20 and 5
Beautiful.
rolls?
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're doing a
God.
lot of that today.
Even if a nat 20 would have been a 19 for me, though, so I don't know.
Oh my god.
Got
Yeah,
that good insight.
Trafer is definitely hiding something.
Uh-huh.
He is not going to bed.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might like go back to the accommodations too and like freshen up. You know, it's so brutal out here without like the niceties of court. I lie through my teeth.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we'll head over to.
Yeah,
Trafer and Dulcinea
Shay's
head
going,
to
but like she's like trying to like she has like pointer that comes out her mage hand to like hold some stuff. It's probably not all the things because obviously has a limit for how much it can carry, but she's basically just like
Travel will help you carry whatever.
bobbing along.
Can I carry
Awesome.
the whole crate back?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Travel will just kind of.
And Merrick, do you make your way back to the group as well?
Yeah, Marek will catch up, and I will go check on the wagon and do like a full blown check of it. Like, this is Marek's routine, you know what I mean?
Oh,
every time he'll return, he'll like, you know, and we still have wheels. Okay, good.
Yeah, and everybody gives you the directions to the address, and yeah, everybody. Those of you heading to the accommodation, head to the accommodation. Those of you checking carts, check the carts. V, do you go to the accommodation to finish your work? You look around town. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm actually just going, instead of going to our accommodations, to like walk that way and then find a tavern or something and just have, I work better when I'm drunk. So I'll just like have, not drunk, but like buzz. So I'll have like a steady thing coming as I'm working on magically creating Jeweler's kit.
All right. The tavern that you find is called the Mutter's Mary. And it's just it's got a sign of a bunch of miners like that look like they're dancing, and you go in and yeah, it's just a bunch of people kind of like partying, having a good time, drinking, spending gold and gems very freely, but you're able to find a table for yourself very easily. All right. Does anything have anything they want to do? Does anyone have anything they want to do before we get to the fight?
I would. And Jonathan, you are completely allowed to say no to this because it is probing. I would like to cast Detect Thoughts on Trafer, but I know that that's very forward, so if you would not like it. Okay, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts on Trafer because I want to know why he's acting exceedingly shifty about this.
Why are you being weird, Trevor?
Yeah, so Detect Thoughts is like, what's the surface level thing on his mind right now?
I think surface right now is just like, oh man, I hope everybody clears out quick, or maybe this is like a first floor room. Could I get out a window if I have to get out a window? I just say like, yeah, I'm in the
room, just be like, oh, I turned in early, you know, that sort of thing. Should I come up? Should I say, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe if I was going out for a walk, or, but is it good? They're going to talk about it, they're going to figure out.
So yeah, he's just like racing through how he's going to slip out of the house around you guys.
I'm not gonna let him. I'm definitely not gonna let him. Yeah, I'll knock on his door. Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, wanted to see how you're feeling, and I just let myself in. I like push past him and close the door so that he cannot shut the door on me. How you feeling?
He's going to.
Oh,
he opened the
contest
door
this?
a little bit, and he's gonna stand there holding the door.
Can I try to acrobatics past him? Can I dex versus his strength to
This
try
is
and...
the PvP we needed.
PvP that we didn't know was gonna happen. Yes.
Yeah, I do my dex versus strength.
Okay, acrobatics versus athletics.
Where's athletics?
Okay.
Yep.
Can I just say for the humor of this,
Yep.
as this is happening, Marek just walks past, like, behind Dulcinea and leaves to go to the thing.
Absolutely. Just like, I'm going to the fight. So, yeah, Trafer, you hold the door. Dulcinea, you try to squeeze past him. He's like, no.
Need something?
I look around, and I'm gonna say in Leonin, where are you going? Because I know you're going somewhere. Trafer, you're a really bad liar. I feel like I should be honest about
You're
that.
technically my superior on this mission, and I do have a really hard time being dishonest with you. Yeah.
And he swings open the door, and you can see he's like halfway through wrapping his axe.
Are you fighting?
I was going to. I thought there might be concerns about that.
Correct.
What have you considered? Magic gems in the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Buckets, a bunch of random gems.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's something really useful out of this.
Or maybe it's just a bucket full of rocks.
I mean, they wouldn't still be going if it was like fake, you know? Like, they're at least valuable gems.
But like, we don't really need money out here. People just keep giving us stuff for free.
I got the sense, though, that this guy has no clue what he's pulling out of that mine. So there's a very good chance that there's something wild in there. If they do what they think is the best stuff and they're throwing it in a bucket,
No, you're right. I did set up Shay so that she can get the good stuff too. Could set you up to get the good stuff. Do you have qualms about fighting dishonorably? How honorable do you need to be in this fight?
entirely. I don't know what the rules of the fight are.
I mean, I could help you.
Like
If
how?
we get close enough seats. I mean, you know I'm pretty good at stuff. I'm a pretty good cheerleader, and I prestidigitate, and I sparkle to try to imply without actually saying what I'm implying.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of already have a little bit of help.
Oh my god, who else did you talk into fighting with you?
Nobody. I don't think
Did
anyone
V-
else is going to be stupid enough to jump into this.
Did V's sword talk them into fighting too?
Not that I'm aware of. Is V gonna fight? Oh, damn. Dude would kick ass.
No, I don't know. What do you mean? No, I don't know if they're fighting. What does that, what do you mean? Trafer, go back. What do you mean?
So,
Pulls you into the room and shuts the door.
Oh, good, finally.
So, you know, there's kind of, Saskatoon kind of got a problem with, like,
ghosts?
No, that's not really my area of expertise.
Yeah, well, they're not really big on encouraging it, or at least in the reliquary society. I'm not supposed to let people know about this because it could kind of affect the family reputation. But my dad's from Melangar, and
Oh,
there's sort of a ancestral connection. It gives me a little boost when I let it loose.
do you have ghosts? Are you haunted? Are you cursed?
Well, haunted. No, those are both very loaded words, and that's kind of why we did. See, this is what we get in Saskatoon. People are like, "Oh, you're cursed. Oh, it's a haunting." Or, you know,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
poltergeist.
I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry.
It's my grandparents. They kind of hang out and help.
Well, you could have more help. You could have ghosts and inspiration. And I sparkle again.
Look, let me say this. Look, I don't know what the local rule slate is, but if it seems like everyone else is cutting loose with a little extra magic, I would not be opposed to leveling the playing field.
All right. And, well, if you won't take the magical help, or you want it as a last resort, at least take this, because it might help you dodge some questions then. And I shove the disguise kit that I pulled off the guy on the boat at him so that he can better disguise himself.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fantastic. And he goes over to like a little bag. It's like a little parcel, and he unwraps it, and there's like a cape, and there's a black balaclava, and he finds like some red makeup or paint or whatever in the kit, and starts making some markings on it.
I would like that back. I won that by stabbing a guy. So
Yeah, no.
try.
no, for
You
sure.
better win. So don't poke it full holes,
I just need the red.
please.
I just need the kind of the red grease paint here.
All right. I'll leave you
It's sort
to
of
it.
It's a branding thing, you know. I kind of have a reputation.
Can I insight check?
If you wish.
How familiar are you with Teja the Cleaver? Have you seen him?
24. I am a commoner and like worked my way up through the capital from the south, so like I've seen a bunch of the country.
Would you know what his costume looks like? I guess
Would Dulcinea have attended a fight?
She might have. She's kind
Or
of
even-
like.
even seen a
So
poster?
maybe you've seen him.
Honestly.
Oh my god! I may have. You know what a poster is? Okay.
Yeah, probably a
I
poster.
guess with a 24.
With the 24 too.
You see as he starts to.
I
the way
look
he
him up
starts
and
to
down.
draw on the.
and-
The calves.
Yes, as I look him up and down, I spot the calves, and I'm like, "Holy shit, those are the cleavers!"
Oh yeah, and he's 100% like he's in a traditional orcish kilt, and that's pretty much it this time. So yeah, you see the calves for the first time.
For once, Dulcinea is at a loss for words and is just, "Oh well, we're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win." Okay.
I mean,
And-
they're kind of throwing something at, with the whole wobbly platform situation.
Look again. If you need, we should have a hand signal if you need help.
The bell starts ringing.
Shit. All right.
Fighters!
Finish this up.
Ding, 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 ding.
Look, if it seems like other folks are pulling shit and you need to level things out, do what you gotta do. I'm not looking to get hurt today, so.
Okay. And I'll follow a bit behind him, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to get as close to the fighting as I possibly can. Then.
He finishes up sort of his costume.
Heads out. All right. So, this is the arena, guys. I'll let you pick where you like to be seated. There is a barge. There is on the town walkways, and there's on the suspension bridge.
Is the barge to the right?
Yeah, the barge is to the right.
I would like the barge, please.
I would like the barge for distance, please.
I would love to be up close.
All
Get
right.
a real good look at this fight.
Dulcinea is on the barge. I mean, V, you could theoretically just like float above.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll get a nice bird's eye view. Probably
Absolutely.
kind of hover.
All right. Shay, where would you like to be seated?
I think that because of the fact that Dulcinea seems to be experienced in the battle of fisticuffs, she's going to position herself right next to Dulcinea so she can learn everything there is to learn about this whole event.
I feel
All
like
right.
Dulcinea's fighting experience is like minimal but dirty.
I love it.
And Shay has her notebook in hand, and I will state that Pointer is out because Pointer is going to act as cheerleader, even though it's just one hand.
Big foam finger.
You know, like thumbs
All
up.
right.
You know, so just be prepared. That is
Like
what's happening.
the foam hand.
Yeah, like the foam hand. Like so,
Love it.
basically, Pointer's acting as the foam hand.
Love it. Love it.
Before I move, I smack Trafer / Cleaver across the back and go get him. And you have inspiration for 10 minutes.
Shay will think that this is a part of the usual thing that you do at these events. So Shay will also pat and say, "Best of luck, chap," and then that's guidance on Trafer.
I think you
All
still
right.
don't know who he is. There's just this guy in a mask with a big like cloak
Yeah,
wrapped
no,
around
like
him.
Yeah.
He turns
no,
towards
like
you and
basically
just-
chap. That's why Shay said chap instead of Trafer.
Yeah, he just turns towards you and gives you a nod in
So-
the front.
A wizard opens up dimension doors to transport everybody to their platforms. And Merrick, what is Merrick dressed as for this?
So first of all, when Marek arrives, he's going to let it be known, like, you know, who Marek is, and, you know, like, Gruck Lobster signing in and stuff like that. And I'm making sure that all the punters are getting a really good look before I lay down my bet. I'm going to be putting down 10 gold on Gruck Lobster to win.
Very well. 10 gold on Grok Lobster. Grok Lobster is showing 80 to 1 odds.
Nice. All right. So as that happens, I'm going to then take off my hat
Okay.
and take off his shirt. And as he does so, he sort of cracks his neck. And then as he does so, you watch as kind of like these ridges sort of appear on the base of his spine, and you watch as both of his knees kind of bend inwards to kind of reverse, and he hunches over as I am going to activate my druid fighting style, druidic warrior, and sort of take on a more wyvernous form with muscles taut and held under these scales that kind of create almost like these vambraces on his neck, back, and arms. His jaw just kind of overextends, like almost like a muzzle, a tiny bit further, and razor sharp teeth kind of fill it, as his eyes then also kind of separate slightly to the side and start to dart around. He then sort of turns and cracks his knuckles before approaching the dimension door wizard.
All right. And he ports you out onto the field. Trafer's got his kilt on. What's the face paint look like? What is the face situation?
TJ the Cleaver steps through his door and appears on his platform. Is cloaked in just like a solid black hooded cloak. He takes one step forward, takes a knee, and puts his axe down, head down, and puts his head against the handle and waits for the
Love
crowd
it.
to call for him.
All right.
And since he's recognized here, he's expecting it. And I think once people start noticing him, he starts to hear it. Chop, 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 chop. And when it gets into a fervor, he throws off the cloak. Shouting in Orcish. The crowd goes fucking wild. And he's wearing basically a full face mask that covers him down to the neck. And it's solid black, except for a red V that comes right down the middle, as if the head's split in two.
Love
and
it.
He's got red streaks of body paint up his chest. And other than that, he is just in a traditional woolen Orcish kilt.
All
with
right.
his, weapon completely wrapped. So
I like nudge Shay. Hey, you're clever and observant. Try to clock if anyone starts using magic. So I'd like us to both be on high alert to see if anybody else starts cheating.
Is this a thing where people like to try to cheat at these events?
They might. So just, keep an eye out and we'll catch them. We'll catch them and we'll put a stop to it.
Yes, I shall assist in this task. And then Shay starts literally just
like scanning.
focus the scanning.
Beautiful. Love this.
All right. Cletus kind of steps up on the suspension bridge and has somebody magically amplify his voice. Guardian Falls! Welcome to another River Arena fight! We got a special bout for you guys today. We got TJ the Cleaver! And it's like, chop, 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 chop.
And then you see Pointer doing this, imitating the motion.
Also joining us today, another legend from the mainland, Thurl Breakstone. And Thurl is dressed in these dirty robes, and he carries a staff with a big green crystal on the top of it. And he has a mask that looks like it's made of slate rock with spiky tops on it, like a crown. And Thurl Breakstone. And it's more of that again. Also joining us today, the other opposite side.
It's a big point of contention between us.
The Stoneheads and the Cleavers don't get along.
I still claim I was here first.
Also joining us, up and comer, we have Ryland Whisperhand, and this slight elf wearing cloth robes just kind of takes a martial arts pose on his stand.
The crowd goes, shh.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
The Whisperhand does receive a respectful nod from the Cleaver.
And he repays you with a respectful nod. Also joining us, it's a newcomer, dun, 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 the Grok Lobster!
You watch as Grok sort of stretches out his claws, and you hear this almost large draconic roar that sort of gurgles from the back of his throat, looking more monster than fighter. And you watch as he then points directly at the Cleaver and does this as he's.
Pointer will imitate.
Nice.
Yes. And last but not least, he's a killer from the shadows. It's Deep Tusk! And he pulls out a scimitar and a dagger and kind of clacks them together as he's this heavy-set, kind of stout-looking orc covered in black hood. He just clacks his blades together, looking down.
I have a very important question. Do we recognize Merrick? This is genuinely a very important question.
That is a very good question.
All right.
And we are watching carefully.
That is true.
Well, one, Marek's gone. Two, Meat will be next to you in the stand, just wagging his tail, leaning on the. Is there a railing?
Not on the barge. The barge is kind of
Okay. All right. He'll be sort of sitting there and sort of like he watches his tongue like licks one of his eyeballs as he's just like watching Marek. But you also notice that everything from the waist down, like his pants and stuff like that, that's all still the exact same outfit. So you can kind of see he's got his cowboy chaps and his like brown leather pants and his like lucky rabbit foot and a whole bunch of like the stuff on his belt are still all there. And I'm about the same size as Marek, and outside of the scales, it is still that same kind of goblin green as Marek. Ears still have the same kind of missing pieces, and definitely the same scars on his face as Marek does. And he's missing an eye. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, Mr.
Probably
DM,
Marek.
you can... Yeah, probably Merrick. Also, we did just go through this with Trafer.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
have a
like-
deep suspicion.
I'm very exasperated at the two of them.
Lady Dulcinea, does this fighter look familiar to
Yep.
you? I recognize that rabbit's foot, I believe it was.
Yep, you're very good eye, Shay. Very good eye.
He announces, all right, everyone. We all know the rules, but I'm just going to do a quick recap. Wrapped blades. No killing. You fall off the platforms, you fall unconscious, or you beg for mercy, and you're out. Want a clean fight? Magic is in play, but remember, no killing.
What's the stance on biting? Asking for a friend.
Wrapped teeth? I don't know. Use a mouth guard. Anyways, let's begin.
Great.
And
I heard nothing about no cheating and no magic.
That's right. Yeah.
so
I didn't say no man.
I will need initiative from Grok Lobster and TJ the Cleaver, please.
Oof, that's a 6.
Oof.
That's a 9.
Okay.
My dear Dungeon Master, should I roll initiative too? Because I do intend to cheat.
Yes. Those of you who wish to influence the fight in any way should please roll initiative as well.
Oh, don't
That was
forget the
shitty
guidance. I
initiative.
did give you guidance.
Yeah,
Not
inspiration-
not Trafer. Not Trafer.
Yeah,
Guidance is
inspiration
good
lasts
for,
10 minutes.
Attacks or just saves?
That one is for a D4 that you can add to ability check. And it can be before or after making the ability check.
Ability check. Okay.
Okay. The fight goes on, and as soon as it begins, Ryland Whisperhand begins the battle. And he runs and takes a flying leap to the nearby platform. Making an acrobatics check. He makes it. Lands nicely. And proceeds to launch a series of punches and kicks against Thurl Breakstone. And let's see how he does. He gets a 6, he gets a 23, and he gets a 12. So Thurl is able to block 2 of the incoming attacks, but he takes the middle one. And Thurl might be out right now. All right, Thurl needs to make a strength saving throw. Thurl does not make the strength saving throw, and he is pushed back 10 and launched into the water, and the crowd goes crazy. Thurl is out at the first move of the match! And Ryland just kind of like centers himself quickly and lowers his extended leg. Thurl is out. Thurl had a 1 on initiative. He wasn't going to do anything. All right, next up, Grok Lobster.
All right. So Grok sees Whisperhand jumping over to the other side and kind of quietly goes, "Whew, okay. Glad I didn't have to fight that guy. But this guy in front of me, Deep Tusk, kind of looks like he might be up to some stuff. So here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to Run over,
Okay.
leaping from this platform to this platform.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics?
Let's go with acrobatics.
Okie dokie.
All right, that is a 15.
All right, you make it just fine. A little bit of a tumble, but you got it.
Okay. And what I want to do is I want to basically ready an action
Okay.
to cast. Here it is. To cast Fog Cloud as Deep Tusk is jumping, so that he can't measure his distance.
My God, what a cruel thing to do to Deep Tusk. Dulcinea.
Actually, I might Oh, sorry. Instead of readying an action, I might just cast it on him because that would just affect him now, right? It's a 20-foot radius. So
Fog it is. All right.
all right, cool. And the way it looks is it looks as though as I'm gonna go on all fours because like with the backwards knees it's kind of more of a quadrupedal movement, and he just sort of goes and breathes out this clawing mist.
All right. Big fog cloud comes out onto the field. Dulcinea, please.
I'm gonna heckle him. I yell out, "Deep Tusk, more like weak Tusk," and I hit him with a bonus action, unsettling words, and a vicious mockery.
Oh shit!
So he needs to subtract 4 from a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see what the wisdom saving throw is. The wisdom saving throw is an 18.
Which will knock
And
him down to a 14,
14?
and he needed to make a 15.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So
Love to see it.
Alright.
So he's going to take 3 psychic damage, and I believe he has disadvantage on his next attack roll before the end of the next turn.
my God.
When that happens, Shay turn. So, are we supposed to yell different bad things at all of them, or how does this work? At these
Not
events?
yeah, okay. The ones who you're going to want to put your money on are that lobster guy, the one who looks familiar, and I wink, and the cleaver, because he's your hometown boy, right? Root for the hometown boy.
All right. So,
But yeah, heckle the other 2.
oh, fantastic! You shall lose. Not Croc Lobster. Not Mr. What's his name? Cleaver.
Doing so good. You're doing so good, sweetie.
I'm working on it. Please give me advice for better heckling. Yes.
Could be meaner.
Meaner. Okay.
All right. Then we go to Deep Tusk. Deep Tusk is surrounded by mist and is in a bad situation. He is going to attempt to make his way to the center platform and get out of this mist. He goes for an acrobatics check to get across. With an 18, he does all right.
Is he at disadvantage?
No, it's for an attack roll, not.
No, I mean from the fog.
Oh.
I just gave him a higher difficulty in the fog.
Oh, okay.
But he got an 18, so he does manage to make the jump. And he tries to run out of the fog. Then does not make an attack this turn. Comes out the other side, looking around. Eyes darting. And then it's TJ's the Cleaver's turn. Cleaver.
He kind of like he's just been sort of standing there and lets out a big old laugh when Ghoul gets knocked off. And then as he sees Deep Tusk coming from one side and Whisper Hand over there on the other, he turns to the probably the bridge behind him, wherever you can see the crowd is, and he raises up his axe and he comes down, he smashes the flat side on his platform, and 2 spectral warriors pop out of him around him. And the crowd goes fucking wild. As I go into, for the first time with this character, a rage.
Love it.
And I am going to Whisper Hand. I know he's be nimble. I know he'd be quick. So TJ takes a run at him. He's going to try to leap over the thing. First of all, I don't know. Do I got to roll for it?
Yep. You got to roll athletics or acrobatics. You can choose.
Athletics or acrobatics? Sure. It's 19.
You're okay. You're all right.
He lands there, and he's got the axe up in the air, and he looks like he's going to come at him for a torso, but right at the last minute, he swings low and tries to sweep out the legs. I'm going to try to knock him off the platform.
All right. Give me that attack.
With the big ol' axe. It's pretty great. That's a 19.
Whew. 19 is a hit.
Okay.
All right. So now it will be contested strength to see if you can
Yeah.
push him off. So here's his. You got a 15. What is the strength of your push?
Straight strength roll or a saving throw?
Athletics.
Athletics check. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have an athletics ability, so.
19.
Oh,
See, he catches him right beneath the legs. He's coming in, and so he does a big sweeping arc, and I think it catches him under the knees and flips him over off the platform.
Ryland Whisperhand is deplatformed. He bounces off some ropes and descends into the water.
Fully deplatformed.
Done. Yeah, fully
Twitter account was
deplatformed.
suspended.
He was suspended. He
It's
was
banned.
it's hardcore
IP
canceled.
blocked.
Oh,
All right. Back to the top of the round, which I guess now is Grok Lobster. But before we get to Grok Lobster, V, how high above the battlefield are you?
I would probably 60 feet or less than 60 feet. 40. We'll say 40.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Perception. I'm so neutral at that. I'm not good at that.
Okay, never mind. You don't see anything with a 6.
I don't see shit. I'm looking at this battle and thinking, wow, some of these guys look kind of familiar, maybe.
Some of these guys, I feel like I know some of these dudes. All right, Grok Lobster.
I do, if all three of them end up in one platform, I do just want to cast Fairy Fire just to cause problems.
All right, then. Grok Lobster.
So, how much space is between the water and the platform that's suspended?
Oh, we'll say it's like a 15-foot drop.
Okay, and do you lose when you hit the water?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend. Okay.
You're gonna climb underneath it, aren't you?
Because I've got my razor sharp claws, I'm like thinking about. All right. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking at the moment, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna place one hand on the corner platform where I am, just kind of dig my claws into the ground here. I then want to use my throwing axe to try and hit the rope on the side, on the corner of the platform in the main area, next to where Deep Tusk is.
Oh. All right. Make an attack roll with your throwing axe.
All right. It's the same DC as my my crossbow. Same attack value as my crossbow, but I'm using that one.
Sure.
That is that's an 11.
Oh, shot goes wide on this one for hitting a rope.
Yeah, I figure. and I can't
But
punch him off.
yeah, you're definitely getting eyed by Deep Tusk now.
Well, in which case, I'm going to use that opportunity to fucking
Into the mist.
into the fog.
All right.
But I am going to stipulate that while I'm skirting that corner, I'm keeping a hand on that ledge and staying low to the ground, which they can see when I enter. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, trying to trick them into hitting over me. I'm just trying to secure myself because I have a strength of 0.
Oh, for sure. I need to prepare for this.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Dulcinea, any moves?
Yes, I see what Merrick has done, and I'm picking up what he's putting down. And also, I'm kind of mad at Merrick, though, at the same time.
Oh, no!
The fog cloud is still there, so I kind of subtly point, and I cast Mage Hand on this corner. And I order my Mage Hand to start untying the rope from that corner.
I was gonna ask, how are these ropes attached?
Yes.
They are.
Sorry, which corner was that?
The corner that you were nearest to. That was correct.
It is. They are.
Because it's the one that's obscured, so that you cannot
that's
see
the
that
corner
my
I
Mage Hand
didn't
is
want.
there.
The ropes are tied to hooks. So
Yeah, I'm untying
and then the
it.
hooks. Okay.
I do
And
have
then
a
I'll
question.
Can she
Make
target it through the cloud?
That's why I shouldn't be able to.
Well, if you need a target, you have to be able to see the target to target.
I mean, it's
know it's there.
obscured, but I mean, it would be. I would say you don't do it instantly.
It's a
going to take
point
some
you
time.
choose, not a point you see.
Ah. So
That's true. What if you
the
choose the wrong point?
the hand is working, and I'm going to decide what goes on with that later.
I do have a question.
Cool.
Yep.
What are these platforms made out of, material-wise?
Bound together planks. They're almost like docks. Wood.
So all
Wood and nails.
and nails. Okay. So this is a stretch.
Okay. Go on.
Wait, okay, so nails, so it's not stone.
No.
No. Okay. Never mind. I just wanted to know. Okay. Basically, during all of this, because she's now trying to get into the spirit of things, you will hear Shay yelling out, "Chop, chop, chop! Make them all drop! Chop, chop, chop! Make them all drop!" And that's because what the other thing I was gonna do, I can't technically do. So we're just gonna. Okay. She's just cheering, and of course you have Pointer doing the chop.
Real proud of you. So proud.
Very well.
I'm trying, Lady Dulcinea. I hope that this is working.
You're succeeding.
So glad.
Deep Tusk mutters under his breath, "Two can play at this game, Crocolobster," and creates a zone of magical darkness.
I'm glad I've got my hand on that edge.
And runs inside.
So now we both can't see.
The crowd is upset. People are booing hard.
Look, Cleaver turns to the crowd like, "Ah! Ah!"
Cleaver. And it is TJ's the Cleaver's turn.
These ropes are held in by eye hooks and wooden planks.
Yeah.
Awesome. TJ, the Cleaver, comes over to the corner of this platform, grabs the rope attached to the central platform, and just tries to yank it out.
Oh, shit. All right.
Also,
Give
I
me
haven't
a
taken
strength
any
check on
damage,
the
so I
rope.
guess I'm not raging anymore.
It's just hanging out. Your ghosts fade. The battle's going quicker than anticipated.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Is this going to be an action or a bonus action?
This would be an action because it's going to take some effort to unhook these ropes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm just going to try to rip it out. So,
Okay.
what do you want? Athletics, straight,
Yes, please. Athletics.
You still have inspiration too. Just throwing it out there.
and guidance. That's
Not that you
22.
need it.
All right. 22. you yank that rope out, and the platform starts to tip in that direction as that rope goes out from the suspension.
He takes a step back over here and just holds his axe up like a baseball bat, waiting for something to slide down the plate.
All right, I'm going to make a dex save for Deep Tusk. Deep Tusk did not make the dex save. Deep Tusk is sliding out to the corner. I would like a dex or a strength save from Grok Lobster, please.
Do I, if I've got my hand on the edge that way?
You can do a
Even if-
strength. You can do a strength with advantage, or just like dexterity for support.
Very well. 17.
17. You hold still. You manage to hold your footing on this place. The boards are rough enough that you're able to support yourself, and you just kind of keep your balance. All right. Then it's Grok Lobster's turn.
All right.
Also, he loses his concentration and the darkness goes away.
Okay. I mean, I can't see in... Okay, to clarify, I can't see in fog either.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'm going to continue what I was going to do, which was I'm going to move 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to here. And then seeing that rope's been given, and that there's that lean in that direction, Marek is going to leap across here as part of my dash action.
All right. Give me an athletics or acrobatics for the jump.
All right. Come on, baby. 18.
You're A-okay. You make the jump just fine. At the end of the round, Dulcinea's mage hand finishes unhooking the rope, and the center platform starts to tilt and like wave back and forth as it like just kind of, and clinging to the bottom corner is Deep Tusk, and he needs to make a strength save or go in the drink. And here comes. Down goes Deep Tusk.
Yeah, I'm gonna scream out, "Good job, Cleaver! Chop, chop!" to like take the distraction away from the fact that the platform went the wrong direction. Try to make it sound like he did it.
Shay's gonna like take that direction from Dulcinea, but instead try to insult Deep Tusk. Like, Deep Tusk, more like Dog Tusk. Oh! It's like that's her equivalent of trying to insult while he falls.
All right, and he goes down, and it's Dulcinea's turn again, or is Grok Lobster's? It's Grok Lobster's turn.
No, he just.
All right. No, I just went.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I
You
ran
just
across
went, and then it was bottom of the round. Okay, right. Got
I
it.
think both of you are too far away for me to do anything. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good if either of you. You know what? No, I'm gonna cheer for Cleaver because Cleaver didn't lie to me, or Cleaver lied to me poorly.
Cleaver lied to me
caught.
worse.
Cleaver admitted when he got caught, so you already have inspiration, but I'll like remind you that you have inspiration by one more to go, Cleaver.
I want to point out, it was never asked what I was doing for the day. Nor was it ever restricted for me entering this fight. I'm doing this in my own personal time.
It was stupid, and it's the principle of the thing.
To be fair, Shay has no idea what's going on. She's just trying to keep up.
She's just like, yeah, cool.
She's learning. She's like taking notes in between her cheering. It's great.
All right, TJ, what do you got?
I will run over, do a leap across.
Don't fall here, because we have a moment, okay?
That triggers my hold action, doesn't it? We're on the same
So
platform.
what does that guidance boost get me? Is it a D4?
Yeah, D4.
D4 for guidance?
What an incredible end.
You have a D4 and a D6 for
That's
inspiration.
14, and then we'll throw an inspiration on that.
Yep.
The one, so it's 15.
Okay.
God.
Did you roll a
15.
d4?
Yeah.
You stumble a little bit, but you stick the landing. You almost didn't make it.
He kind of like did a little step in, and as he gets in real close, goes, "Where the fuck did you get that name from?"
He leans in close, and as this, it's kind of like like the big giant and the tiny man. Like I'm just kind of looking up, and as I do, I'll lean in. I'll say, geez, what do I want to say? I'll say, I got the name from the same place that you want to make sure that no one else finds out where I got it.
Oh,
Bub.
you asshole! And I 300 him off the platform.
Wait, I do have a question.
Sure.
Since Trafer jumped over, that triggers my held action, yes? Because
Yes.
they're on the same platform.
If you wish. Fairy fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to fucking just Leonidas kick him straight into the water.
All right. I would like you guys both to make dexterity saves first for the fairy fire.
Okay.
What is V's spelled save DC?
14.
Okay.
Is this an effect I can see?
That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah,
the area lines up,
that'll
but
do
neither of them are affected.
Aw.
All right. Trafer, if you're trying to do a kick, I'm going to need an unarmed strike.
Okay.
And if we're doing this as a shove, it'll be an unarmed strike followed by a contested shove maneuver.
Does a 25 hit you, Grok Lobster?
Oh, just very, very narrowly.
Just a straight strength check then? Is that how we do contested?
Well, what's the opposed shove?
It,
What do you want?
the opposed shove, you can counter. So you can shoot. You got to use athletics for the shove, and the athletics can be countered with acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. I'd like to try and counter with acrobatics.
Okay.
Do I have a lower DC because I'm still holding on to the edge? Because the goal here was that when I fall off, I want to kind of roll with the attack and try to grab onto the underneath of the.
To like slide underneath.
No, yeah. Basically rotate around and grab like with my hands and legs with my claws the underside of the platform.
Tell you what, if you fail the check, I'll give you a dex save to hold your position and crawl underneath.
Okay.
Sound good?
All right.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
athletics
yeah,
check
yeah.
for me?
Yes, please.
Okay.
It's advantage.
So
'cause I'm raising it.
so I'm making the athletics. So I'm making athletics as well.
All right.
Yeah.
23. Can you beat a 23?
No. Even with a nat 20, I can't beat a 23.
All right. Dex save to hold your grip.
Ooh, that's a 14.
That is just barely enough. I made the save the difference between your rolls.
Nice.
Holy shit!
So,
All right.
So the kick sends you flying back, and your claws dig in. You slide underneath, and you're like upside down, clinging to the bottom of the platform now.
All right.
Chop, 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 chop.
I don't want
coming
to
up
hurt you,
from
man.
the ground.
Just let go now.
So here's what I want to do. From the underside, with my claws kind of dug into the wood, I want to use. Let me just check to see what this looks like. Okay. Sweet. I want to use my movement to try and get to here.
Okay.
Well, directly underneath where Trafer is really, but
Okay.
and use my bite attack to try and bite the rope so that it swings underneath from Trafer.
Oh, like to trapdoor it?
Basically, yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. So I guess make an attack against the rope.
Oh, like the rope that's binding the platform,
Yeah.
or the rope that's.
So basically, I want the planks that you're on to basically just flip
Yeah.
out from underneath.
Fuck.
All right. So what? That's an attack action.
Yeah, just it's not a high number. Just see if you can bite through it.
That is a natural 20.
All right. You hear snapping beneath you, TJ the Cleaver, and the boards become loose. Make a dex save, sir.
That's a 20. Yeah, we'll take the 20.
You manage to prevent yourself from falling. Dulcinea, do you have anything to influence?
As it's going out, he swings his axe over and like hooks it on to the boards. So he's like hanging there. They're both dangling.
Oh,
The
crowd is losing their minds.
So real quick, as the boards come loose, he's attached his axe to it, right?
Yeah.
So is he on the loose board or is he on the static boards?
He would have tried to swing for the edge as he felt like he was falling. He would have just sort of swing for the far edge. So I'm thinking like the right most.
Right, but wouldn't that cause you to slide down with it because you're heavy?
I think he digs into the point and he
I think
manages
it's
to grab
the
it.
axe-
Like,
Yeah, that's why I asked if it was the sides because it'll determine what I do next. That's all.
He's basically hooked on. It's like hooked over a board. It's not like driven into a board. 'Cause it's all-
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. In which case, I'm going to use the rest of my movement, which just half moving, like kind of like I'm not moving. What do you call it? Like freely here. I'm
Right.
very much like
You're
finding
climbing.
those. Yeah. And I'm going to move to here. Just a little bit away on that, whichever side that the axe is hooked on, which I'm just gonna presume is this side.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to go to
And
the
that's
side
where I'll
side of him?
Yeah. So if your axe is hooked
Sure.
to your right, that's the side. If it's hooked to the left, then it'll be on the equivalent side.
Wherever you are, that's the side he hooked on.
Yeah.
All right. Then, Dulcinea, do you have any moves?
I can't. Everything is too far away, but I can still talk, which is what I
Okay.
do. I'm gonna say very loudly to Shay, "Gosh, they're so far away. I can hardly see anything from this distance. I really wish they would move back to the center." And I'm hoping someone will pick up what I'm putting down.
Does anyone else from the audience have any other influences on the fight they wish to put forward?
No, I can't really very
I can't
easily cast
technically.
heroism, so no food or drink to purify. I think I'm good.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Hear me out. So, I'm trying to figure out, is there a way for me to mold earth? That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole time. Can I use mold earth to move or make the terrain a little bit different?
A bunch of the ropes are secured to the cliff face, which is made of earth.
Also, check the distance on it.
Okay, yes. Let me just make sure.
I didn't get an opportunity to, but can Marek say something to Trafer as well? Yeah, he'll say he'll whisper something which I will send you in private chat
Is it? Oh, is that more than
Secret?
30 feet? I can't see. Hold on.
in Zoom.
Oh yeah, it's like twice that. Yeah.
Oh, god dang it.
Platform, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
they're
can't do
beyond
it.
they're beyond 30 and 60. They'd be I think the only thing that could hit them right now is
Oh, I
100.
can't check messages in Zoom without fucking up the entire overlay.
Bummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
and
send
it's the
to
same
you.
thing with my mage hand. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'll
Shay,
send
do
to
you
you Discord.
have a fireball that would reach them?
All
I
right.
don't,
It would
sadly.
be very unsubtle and yeah.
Like, even if I wanted to use my dust, my amazing ability to just like blind someone.
I just
I
picture
can't do that.
I just picture like Shay just like on the boards, like looking, just like reaching out to the stone and seeing if there's anything she can get. She just wants to help so bad.
Unfortunately, Lady Dulcinea, there is nothing I can do to bring the action closer. I am invested in this battle of fisticuffs. It is quite entertaining. I don't know if I should be this energized, but I am for some odd reason.
I'm just so proud of her. Just like truly like tearing up that like she's getting so into it and there's a little bit of bloodlust in her.
All right.
I think it's like that, that after effect of the energy that she got from like being able to do her thing with all of the little items that she found in that mine. I think it's just carrying over. She's just on riding that high. That's what's happening.
TJ, what is your next move?
There's an exchange of whispers that go on, and he's just like, just go down. And I'm just gonna try. Man, I don't want to like break his arm or any shit here.
Jesus.
I'm just trying to boot him in the chest and kick him off this thing. So yeah, he's like hanging on here and just
All right.
kicking at him like so. And I'm going to attack recklessly.
Well, I'm on the underside. You're still on top.
Okay, I climb over. And what do you mean underside? I thought it was hanging vertically at this point.
No. Only
you
the
split the
center
middle.
Yeah. No. Only the center two like platforms have tilted downwards because I bit those bindings. I haven't actually bit the corner things.
Right, but a platform hanging from two ropes is going to hang vertically. Think of like when a rope bridge gets cut. Right?
Yeah, but that's why these two on the left and the right are connected by the plank running below with the nails.
I don't know, Dungeon Master, is this upright or are we hanging from a vertically swinging platform right now?
Okay. So
Yeah. Let's get some bearings.
Yeah.
let's be clear here. This platform is made up of 6 boards.
Yeah.
If I am understanding you correctly, Grok Lobster, your goal was to disengage the 2 boards in the center so that they lever out. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, think of this platform. The 2 boards have disconnected in the center and kind of levered out down. And then Trafer has held on in a position there. You made the save, so you can decide which position you hang on into. But if you're like hanging on in the hole, then I would say you would have access to him because he'd be under there and he'd be in your line of sight. The platform's not that thick.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
but
you'd
if you're
be
staying up on
down
top,
so it split like trapdoor like this, and we had 2 pieces hanging. But if that's the case, then yeah, no, 100% he's hanging in the middle.
Yep. Okay.
And so I'm just gonna kick at
Cool.
him.
So, okay.
all right,
Yeah,
kick's coming.
kicking.
Does he have disadvantage because he's hanging off a ledge by the handle of an axe?
I mean, it would probably even out with the rage, but
He's not raging anymore because he didn't take damage.
I went back to rage last time.
he's re-raged.
All right, with reckless rage. Yep.
Yeah. All right, reckless.
Okay, so all right. So what do you want from me, Dungeon Master? Tell me what to roll.
Make an attack roll. Make an unarmed strike.
All right. Most rules that have ever been discussed in a combat I've taken part in. 20.
That is a blessing for you. I can't relate.
Okay, 20 is a hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right, now it's contested strengths for the shove.
Strengths? Okay. Is it a strength or an athletics? Do I get...
Athletics.
Do I have...
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, so it's a 24.
That is a 10.
All right.
Just go down!
Unfortunately, it's a hard shove.
Now, is there an attack of opportunity action that could possibly happen here with the unarmed strike?
What?
Not.
I want to bite his. I want to bite his leg to try and hang on.
I'm not moving outside. I'm not moving away from you. You're falling away from me.
I would say not necessarily in this regard because it is forced movement, and forced movement does not invoke an attack of opportunity.
Right.
So the kick and the splash and the crowd goes wild, and the battle is ended.
He's still just hanging there. Asshole. We'll talk about this later.
I'm gonna tell everyone your secret.
And the crowd cheers, and TJ the Cleaver is handed his gem bucket.
Does this look like a solid? Like what? I'll examine it later. Yeah, no, that was harrowing.
It's a bunch of glittering gems in the bucket. Yeah. And the crowd cheers. People are excited. People want to go and meet you guys. What do you guys do at the end of your battle?
I'll kind of like do the dog because like I'm still like kind of in that quadruped form.
Oh,
so as
sure.
Marek kind of crawls up onto the land, he kind of like he shakes himself off. You see Meats kind of standing there with like his clothes like kind of in his mouth, wagging his tail as Marek then just sort of like shapeshifts back. It kind of looks a lot more painful than anything else. Like his arms like sort of reset and the scales kind of like shed as his jaw kind of like cracks, almost like it's dislocating back into position. And as it does so, he takes the hat and he takes his jacket, he puts it on, he kind of looks up, and he's not upset. He just kind of like smiles and laughs it off, and he says, "Yeah, the missus did say I should quit gambling." And I spit out like a goblin tooth.
All right.
As is tradition back home, TJ the Cleaver does find the other combatants after they've climbed out of the water, gives them a sturdy handshake and a quick bow, and then disappears into whatever the most mysterious looking direction is. He does not give autographs. He does not shake hands with fans.
As a show of respect, seeing what you're doing, Deep Tusk drops a globe of darkness for you to escape into.
Yeah, it's very much a WWE situation where it's like we all know each other's gimmicks and shit.
All
I'm
right.
just happy my disguise kit stayed dry, which is really my main motivation in all of this. Genuinely, I wanted my stuff to stay nice.
All right, and as the festivities and the celebrations settle down and the awards are given, there is a whoosh in the sky as a large bronze-colored structure passes over Guardian Falls. Very close to UV as you float in the air. Close enough that you can see the labeling on the side of it. Fahrenheit Construction and Manufacturing. And you feel Frederick shudder in your scabbard. And that's where we're going to end today.
Even your sword has baggage?
even the sword has baggage?
Hey, John. Psst, psst. It's got an edgy backstory.
Hey.
Man, I wish this had a soundboard.
Do I have a thing for
Do you
that?
have a rim shot queued up?
Let's.
No.
Okay,
The
here.
moment's passed.
I think this is
We'll
appropriate.
need one of those for the future.
There we go.
All right, there. Was that an arrow?
What was that? It sounded like a fart. What
An
was
arrow.
It was a dull funk.
I was like, is that a fart? What?
I don't need a soundboard for that. No, okay.
Nice.
We do a highbrow show here. That's it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Probably not any PvP next episode.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but
B and Shay
This
could
was
start
appropriate
going
PvP.
hands.
For us to decide.
that's for you
Shay's
guys.
had a taste of the action.
Yeah,
thus
Shay's-
far.
Shay's just gonna be super into fighting from this day forward.
We have created a
your
monster.
Wasting sendings on
develops a serious gambling problem. So,
Hey, we're sending you back here for an excavation. Like, this could become your thing.
yeah, it could be the town. This could be the town.
It's gonna found
Thank
some
you all
displacer
so much for
races.
joining us. Thank you for my players for allowing me to put them in this high tension situation of this high stakes pit fight. Thank you to you, the viewers, for joining us and helping us out with some coins and some extra bonuses. We really appreciate it. And join us next week as the journey continues and our heroes move on to the very edges of civilization in Last Light. Thank you all so much for coming. Like and subscribe and follow and hit all those buttons. Do that good stuff. And until next time, everyone, I'll just bring the cat up because he's come to my lap today. Beware Last Light.
It's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role-playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles, maybe it's just me. But you guys won't, no we won't, you guys just don't, no we don't. Follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining, but instead of gaming, you find the weirdest other things to do. There was adventure, but you guys wouldn't venture. Instead you said the mountains looked real nice. Middle of winter, you went to the hinter, lands of permafrost and frozen ice. You hid from every danger, you wizard, rogue, and ranger, and found the perfect alley for your quest. The lands of no man, you guys built a snowman and said that this adventure was the best. It's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role-playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles, maybe it's just me. But you guys won't, no we won't, you guys just don't, no we don't. Follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining, but instead of gaming, you find the weirdest other things to do. Made it to a town with intrigue all around. There were 14 detailed NPCs you met. Rumors they told you so much ado. Instead you interviewed a pastry chef. There was a bake sale, the chef had a bake sale, not to mention a casserole contest. You guys spent 4 hours mixing eggs and flour and said that this adventure was the best. It's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role-playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles, maybe it's just me. But you guys won't, no we won't, you guys just don't, no we don't. Follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining, but instead of gaming, you find the weirdest other things to do. You guys must like shopping, and everywhere I'm dropping hints for quests from every shopkeep. You'd rather haggle, bargain and finagle, the best sale price to buy a pair of sheep. And you bought a farm, 'cause you hated doing harm to monsters